Muted.
Ah! One day I'm going to learn. Good morning, evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome to episode 6 of Looking for Legends, where we get nerdy, throw math rocks, and look for legends, and bring in our other two castmates.
We saved the best for last.
Welcome in, guys. Wow. I promise you guys, one of these days I'm going to learn to unmute myself before I do that.
Don't make it difference, Josh.
You're right. Maybe it'll just be a thing. Maybe it'll just be a thing. That's like the running joke at the beginning, you know.
You just keep
Okay. Before we jump into any of this, because last week there was quite a stir there at the end. But before we jump back into all of that, a couple things. Nerdius Maximus, he does all the music. Love him, he's great. It'll be linked in the description of this video, Nerdius Maximus Studios. If you don't see it in the description or don't care to check, look him up. Really easy. Nerdius Maximus, like Latin, but not Studios. Then, again, I'd just like to mention, if you do like the world, the factions, the anything you see in this campaign, I do world building commissions. Reach out to me, however you want to. Emails creatorbard1@gmail, TikTok, Instagram, however you wish. And we've got a couple of other things linked in the description. If Caden and Kelsey want to say anything about that. Caden, that means you first.
Okay. Yes. Head on over to the Roll for Chaos show. I think it's down here, that first act. That is the web show that the D&D live action web show that I do with some buds. Centering. There we go. That's the word I want. Centering in on chaos and comedy. I feel like if we had a tagline, it would be "It's D&D, but." We just crazy homebrew rules and put them in crazy homebrew worlds and stuff. A little teaser for season 2. If anyone's listening, I think maybe it has something to do with cereal. That's all I'll say. Real big spoiler. Really dig deep into that, but yeah, that's the chaos.
That's not the word I expected to leave your mouth.
It's Roll for Chaos. You would never expect it. That's the goal.
And my plug is for Our Flag Means Doom. Y'all can find that over on Mr. Dandy DM's YouTube channel with me, Valve Max, Knocked Octopus, Emma Romama. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I'm gonna feel like a heel. Mr. Dandy DM. Where we are a very ragtag group of cutthroat pirates that are doing the best we can just to survive. So come watch us scream and panic because it's done pretty much half the show.
Absolutely. And before we get into some screaming in panic in this session, we just want to again remind everybody that our content does include, it does include fantasy, violence, social adversity, and some adult themes as part of the storytelling. Characters, events, settings, all purely fictitious, and any resemblance to actual persons living or dead or to real world events is coincidental and unintentional. Viewer discretion is advised, as some themes may not be suitable for all audiences. By continuing with us, we ask that you accept these elements and join us in the community and game we all love. Thank you for being a part of our legendary journey. Now let's get into it with a recap from the Journal of Scorn.
Goblin's log. What the hell were we thinking? We actually had smooth sailing compared to our last voyage, if you don't include the tension between my boy Zeb and Anwu. But none of that little drama compared to this corrupt, racist city. Once we docked our ship and were greeted by an elf and a bald human named Charles. Didn't take long for us to realize that the only people that had any freedom in this city were of the elf race variety. Daisy nailed it right away by going full elf mode before a handful of wraiths showed up to check our ship. I went with a half-elf disguise, and it worked, but even half an elf wasn't pure enough for these cultist psychos. Daisy talked her way into getting past them and found the king of D-bags, August Arient, more like August Arrogant. He wanted a little to do with our group, and the feeling was mutual. Nanwu made us some pendants to show that we were wraiths, but sadly, at most, only me and Daisy can pull off the right look. But it was still enough to gain the gold and a nifty little chest. Zeb had a great idea and have me loaded up with some party favors. Daisy went with looking as the human Charles, and Anaka went stealth mode and take down the real one. Man, the way her arms and legs flexed as she moved up those walls. Focus, focus. Whew. I ditched the half-elf disguise and took over as Daisy's look, since we needed someone to talk us out of this nightmare. We made it back to the docks, and sure enough, the crates were being unloaded by the elves in black. Zeb decided to stay behind to protect our ship, while Daisy and Anwu followed August to the cave. I tried to follow him, and no clue how Anaka beat us to the cave, but I was glad she was there. I had to give myself another makeover to be an elf foot soldier in black, and gave Anwu a little false motivation as he slowly made our way to the cave. The place was packed with magical crystals, and we only seen a handful. But apparently this cave system was full of slaves, or indentured servants. Two of which shared some, or more than a few, things in common with our mighty monk. We talked the detainees into following us, and we had them take the shoreline back to our ship. Once we had everything aboard, Cash delivered Zeb's fancy package to the Wraith's headquarters in town. I hope it give those survived nightmares decades. As we head back, we found out that our tale I wrote this. As we head back, we found out that a tail we had on lookout before we came home had been taken out. Why can't we just get the easy jobs?
So, with explosions in the distance, sailing from Hildoran port, you receive the message. You guys gotta get back here soon. There's news about the tail. They're dead. What happens next?
We cry.
I didn't know him.
Cry. That's what happens.
Pretty sure, was it Scorn that heard it, or did we all hear it?
It was Scorn that heard it.
Scorn, okay.
I told everyone as soon as I heard it, and we were alone on the ship.
Great.
Perfect.
Lovely. Okay.
Is this where we get to tell him I told you so?
I mean, almost. Did they say how?
I mean, is there any other reason that one of the best tracking individuals in the world would end up no longer amongst the living unless something else is going on
No.
in regards to...
Not why.
Oh.
Was he blown up? Was he stabbed? Decapitated? Drowned?
Only info I was given was he's dead. And it doesn't matter how good you are if someone's going to knock on you and give away your position.
That's fair. And I'm sure we probably would have been told more if it was accidental, you know?
Message seemed rather prudent to get home.
So I have a feeling that they just had no idea what happened, and again, they're just going to set us on the trail. So, yeehaw.
More work. Woo!
Yeah, looks like we are quickly becoming the cleanup crew.
Lovely.
Or the scapegoat.
We're the scapegoat.
Tell me about these people you brought back with you. some of them could use some cleaning up, I'd say. Pleasure to meet you.
I think they all could use a good meal, a bath, and some rest.
Yeah, new clothes. They need some assistance, some help.
Inaka's already below deck trying to clear up a few spots for them to ride out the trip. She's not up top, she's down below.
Daisy casts prestidigitation on them individually and gets them cleaned up.
Okay.
So any information on them? What's what?
Well, all of these people, we found, wait, how much, wait.
So we found these people as indentured servants in the mines. They were...
How far back do we need to go? Because I know, Zeb, you weren't like around for a lot of what was going on. What's the last thing you remember us doing as a group? And then maybe we could start from there, because there's just
Well, I remember telling Daisy to not get the human Charles that she was disguising herself as in trouble.
Which I didn't, I think.
Yeah, where's Charles right now?
On the rooftop in the shade.
Maybe still in the shade.
Then I hung back, so anything after you left the ship, I don't know, you guys just showed up in a hurry with this group of 5 individuals, so...
Gotcha. So, what happened is we went all the way through the little city, and we found this little path that went through the woods, and then when we got through that, they led us to a mine, and then we went down into the mine, and there were these magic, like, crystal, diamond, gem things everywhere, and then, Scorn turned into, like, a creepy elf, or maybe that was before. I think that was before. Anyway, Scorn was the elf, and the elf went in to talk to the indentured servants and got a little bit more information from them, and then we decided that we were going to take them back with us. So Scorn gave them some water-breathing potions and then had them go underwater to get back to here, and then we went back to the city.
Smart play as always, Scorn. Smart play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sad thing is we only scratched the surface with saving those people.
There's
Hopefully,
a lot more people down there.
we only were able to take the 5. There's a lot. And for us to safely get out of there, we were only able to take this small group with us. But I'm hoping, wishful thinking, that if they testify to what the goings-on are with what we have obtained as information, which is little, but with what they have, maybe it will go above and beyond what we need. Maybe we can long-term help all of the people there.
Isn't the council here made up entirely of elves?
Yes, I didn't think that we would be conferencing with them. I don't think I just thought that maybe we'd talk to everybody else and then see if maybe, like, get all the parents together. And I'm not
trying to be optimistic here or, like, knock everybody down, obviously, but nobody here is going to listen. We're going to have to go and branch out even further to make any difference here. The only solution is to bring everybody else here or to bring them somewhere else and just let them rot in their own stupidity and ignorance.
So I'm not too sure I understand. I get it. You made the decisions that you had to. Again, smart play, Scorn, smart play. Would you? So you're expecting these individuals? You're expecting something out of them instead of like you saved them, but ultimately they still owe you a favor. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. We are hoping that they would share their story to draw more attention to the indentured servant issue that the Jewel of the Realm, or whatever the heck this city is called. We don't expect it of them, but we hope that they would want to save the other people that we couldn't take with us.
Fair enough.
I want them to be fully healed and free, which they haven't had in a while from the looks of it. But if their words can free up the rest of them, great.
And who are these words falling on?
The right people.
I was gonna say, are we just hoping that the people who hide away in the bar basement are gonna do something about that?
No. I think we take it to the leaders of Asmaria, the leaders of the neighboring nations. It's a lot bigger than just tavern folk. I think this needs to go to the most important people that look after this plane, this realm.
Ani, they may be able to do something. They are trying to start the Republic after all.
I definitely want to tell Craven, and if we can get a hold of that Black Dragon guy again. He didn't seem to like that group too much.
That might be a nice ally.
I would also say, Zeb, as Anwu begins talking about Asmaria, you would know, being from Asmaria, that they're not too much better there. There is hatred on all sides at this time, based on just various occurrences, various situations, and just generally how things are. Man was actually the first to become rather distrusting and begin warring, and they have not gotten too much better.
Sebastian is going to slowly step up to Anwu. And how tall is Anwu? He's pretty tall, right?
No, he's not tall.
Okay, how
He's
tall
like
is
5'6", 5'8", maybe somewhere around there. Average height. Mostly on are tall, not on.
Gotcha.
I thought he was tall and wiry.
Average and wiry.
And Sebastian's just gonna walk up to him slow and sort of, not in a condescending way, but just sternly looking down, and just say, "And now you want to be trusting?"
Oh boy.
While that sits, I'm actually gonna move over. Inaka, you mentioned in the chat you had gone up to the crow's nest to begin looking out.
Yeah, she was just down below getting things organized, and I mean, it's not going to take her long to move a couple boxes around. So as soon as she's done, she walks back out without a word to anybody and climbs up the mast.
Okay. After a couple minutes, you hear something between tapping and scratching, as behind you, you kind of feel more than see the presence of Chain. How you going?
I've had better days.
Right. Looked like you saw a ghost or something.
I don't know. And she's just rubbing her forehead.
All right. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, it's all right. I just, we used to be chums. I don't know. I'll leave you to your thoughts.
Chain, it is just
Yeah?
fresh. I do appreciate you leaving me, but I also appreciate you coming to ask.
Well, when you're ready, let me know, all right?
I will do that. Thank you, my friend.
All right. And they run back down the mast.
Turns back, stares out at the water, kind of like almost chewing on the inside of her cheek. She's just.
Okay. All right. Now that you guys have had a couple seconds to, to think about what's going down, let's get back to you.
Yeah, Anwu definitely stands there still for a very long time. It has taken him a lot to not start shaking, but I think that he has it under wraps this time. He breaks first for sure. If you step up, he breaks away, just kind of like calmly turning and like just starting to like walk around to the other members of the group. I think he goes to Daisy first, and he says, "I am not the one to jump to heroism first. I'm not the one to jump to trusting people first." He nods at Daisy. But I think in order to make some real change, we should trust people and help people. And then I turn back to Zeb. Instead of forcing your way into the situation with violence and conflict. This is possibly going to be a fight, but I would rather have allies on my side than make enemies with all of them. I think help from anywhere we can get it is better than an enemy where we don't want it. And if that means trusting people you don't think you could, then I think I can do that. Says that all to Zeb. In terms, I mean that in terms of all of the great nations around, of course, allies and trust with everyone.
Sebastian again walks up calmly and slowly. Just looks over your armor. Looks at you. If this little spark turns into a fire, I think I'll walk through it with you. And he'll just walk past him.
All right. With the now refugees down under the deck, waiting for Scorn to finish the stew that he is now cooking.
That's great.
They begin set.
That looks really good.
Just saw the cauldron.
That looks really good.
Having Will.
What?
Nothing.
Will's introducing prop comedy to this stream.
Dude, I love it. I love the amount of props in this stream so far.
What do you hold your
How
snacks?
random they are. Anyway, these refugees, having been prestidigitated clean, waiting on stew, now are kind of settling in and becoming about the closest they've been to comfortable in a long time. As you all begin traveling back, I will need a couple of checks. Again, for those of you who may not have seen previously, we use the campfire supplement for 5e. It's a travel supplement. It's great. You can find it on ttrpg. I'll probably try and find it and link it in post. So, that said, who will be making our first check, and what skill do you wish to use?
I'm in position. Can I use perception?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Smart.
I'll say because of your vantage, you can actually get perception at advantage.
That's a 22.
Ooh, very well done. Okay. The first few days pass, and as you, in contemplation, resume your place on the crow's nest, or in the crow's nest, for the first little while that you were on the ship, you're able to call out what you see. There's actually a storm that is just to the north of where you all would be sailing through. You were able to navigate around the storm. That said, you have pushed further south than you initially had done. And we'll see what results of that in the next check. Does anybody have anything they're doing over these couple of days while Inaka is in the crow's nest?
I was going to use my next check as charisma, just essentially to put our refugees at ease and offer inspiration and moral support.
Okay. Then I'll let that be the second check, and we'll resolve that here in a second. Scorn, did you have something you were doing?
Yeah. Since I learned how to make it, I'm gonna be popping myself a potion of mind reading.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go to refugees. You know, the two that look similar to a monk. I'm gonna ask him a few questions.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, Scorn. As you approach them, they at the moment are all of the refugees seem to be resting together. They're all in a central area that's been cleared out for them, where cargo typically would be. This actually is where the crates of grain had been before. You now have some form of padding laying down for them as they kind of sit or recline and generally bond over times before they were in captivity.
As soon as he gets to that room and everything, Scorn's gonna like kind of scan the area and he's gonna pop open that bottle, chug it real quick.
Ugh, that's gross. Hi, how you doing? You guys doing all right on these rocky waters? We got a storm coming soon.
Are you addressing anyone in particular?
I'm addressing all five of them, but I keep like I'm looking at all five, but I keep like mostly looking at the two larger folk.
Okay. Then I would say the tiefling answers first. Yeah, it's not like where I lived before, but hey, you know, better than where we just were.
Surface thoughts.
Oh, of the tiefling?
Of the tiefling.
Yeah, he has thoughts of his own home. In what you kind of see the landscape around, and it is what you would know as the wastes. Generally no man's land that is inhabited by not many people of consequence. There's a small village that he's seeing.
Not shady,
village.
boring. Moving on. Humans.
The humans.
Got a time limit on this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. The humans are actually at this point thinking of their own journey from they were born in the place where Turinth and Asmaria meet. They had journeyed upwards as merchants and were taken by the wraiths in the mountains. There, as you kind of go back and forth, their story is almost playing in tandem as they think about their time journeying, their time kind of developing the relationship, starting out as co-workers, more or less, colleagues. That's what I was looking for. Starting out as colleagues, and through the journey, becoming lovers, and then their capture.
How do they feel with a hobgoblin standing in front of them?
Ooh. So they don't seem to feel less at ease than they were. They seem to have learned rather well that just because someone looks different than them in the minds, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to look at the last two.
So, you seem to have been sparking somewhat of a conversation with my companion. You guys familiar? What's the story?
Circus thoughts. Yeah. Almost immediately, the female, who by this point you would know is named Astrid. Astrid has a thought of a serene village overrun. A daughter ripped from her arms in the process of being carried away, having a cut opened up on the hip. They say to you, we just thought she was someone else. That's all. Just thought she was someone else. Her throat still somewhat tired.
I'm going to hand, not my flask, but I'm going to hand them a tankard of ale that I have made for the group, like a large one. That's like way too big for me, but something for them to sip on.
Like a Sam Riegel flask.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like
Yeah. So, the scar, similar.
Yeah, yes. And each in turn, they begin drinking from this tankard.
I need her to make a wisdom save.
No!
No.
Okay.
The tankard is nothing. This is the mind thing. I didn't poison
Okay,
it.
I was like, did you just drug them?
Your parents now?
It's not. It's
I
not
thought he was just going
drugging.
deeper with the thoughts.
And I didn't drug anyone yet.
The yet is what worries me.
Depends
That
on
is
how this goes.
That is a 16. What is the DC?
17.
Ooh. Okay. All right. What
Almost
how are you pushing further in?
As soon as I say scar, I want to full on focus on that.
Okay.
Like,
And-
what does she know? And what was the name that she called her mistakenly in the cave? It wasn't
Athena.
Athena.
Okay. You see her struggling to answer. as you ask about the scar. However, her mind races over and over. Within just a couple of seconds, you see this replay of the same scene where this being, everything around is blurry. You see chaos, you see the village overrun, but the beings themselves are amorphous almost in her memory, as if the trauma has tried to strike them from her mind, but she cannot give up the rest of this memory. The daughter being pulled away from her, dragged across the stone ground. A gash cut on her hip as she bounces across one of the jagged rocks. The parents then pulled off in separate directions, later to be brought back together in the mines, but you do not see what happens to the daughter.
Scorn's going to pull back from her mind, and he's going to put a hand on each one of their big, broad shoulders.
I do hope you find her one day. I've lost way too many people in my life, and it's not easy. But there is still a chance, and I hope you never lose faith. You never seen her taken out, so there's always a chance. I pray for you, and I'm not really a religious guy, but all 5 of you, honestly, I pray for you.
One of the humans, the one that you heard called Abelard, says, "And what are you praying for? And who are you praying to, if I may ask?"
Well, to who I'm praying to, that's whoever the hell will listen. Because, I don't know. As far as the God thing goes, we got people in my party that pay attention to that thing. I'm more of a, make it yourself kind of guy. I just pray for peace of mind and peace of soul. Because life's too hard to be dragged through the mud like you guys have been. And I hope from what we did with our hasty actions that at least you'll be able to have somewhat of normalcy in your life. God knows we need it.
Then here's to that. To peace from whoever will listen. And,
Wisdom saving
Abelard.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, I was like, what?
Now I poisoned it. Sleight of hand.
Abelard takes a big gulp of the ale and passes it around once more. When one final round has been taken, they hand you back the tankard empty, but for one last sip, offering it to you as a gesture of community.
Wholeheartedly, big old hands around this thing, like, to us, to you, to the whole crew, and drink it.
Right. All right, then we will now resolve our second check. Inaka, just for my own mental map of where everyone is, are you staying in the crow's nest? Is that kind of where you're going to be, or?
No, I imagine at some point she would come down either for food or something, but
oh, sure.
But other than that, unless somebody comes to get her, she's a big girl. She thinks slow. She thinks long time. So she's sitting up in the crow's nest.
Okay. All right.
She thinks
Then
slow. She thinks a long time.
Daisy, go ahead and give me a. I would take, depending on how you want to play it, I will take performance, persuasion, or deception, because they'll all be different kinds of things, but Any of them would work to soothe nerves and to promote morale.
So I rolled performance,
Okay.
and with a plus 13, that brings me up to 33. Because I rolled a natural 20.
Let's go!
I think everybody on the ship's feeling pretty good.
Does that negate the need for another check? Jeez.
I'm going to say that as you play your spoons one of these nights, trying to up the morale as it's gotten just a little bit low, kind of navigating out of the way of the storm, pushing further south, it looks like there might be extra time added. You get to just laying on those instruments, just and you notice that there are other crew members that, after hearing you play for a couple of minutes, begin to join in. And soon you have the equivalent of a bluegrass band.
Yo!
Kind of just... And none of them play as well as you do, but nobody really cares.
Hell yeah.
There is impromptu verse being sung.
Music night.
Words that they're just basically using the same word to rhyme on every line, but hey,
that's okay.
They're having fun.
Here
They're
it matters.
And morale is up. Over the next couple of days, you begin to zoom as everyone is happy. Some of them you even catch in the days after, still kind of humming the same tunes. It is during this move back toward the north that you begin to see something in the sky. Looks like a bird, maybe? No, it's not Superman. Sorry.
I swear, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to activate my figurine of Wondrous Power, my Raven, and have it fly up, and I'm going to look through its eyes to see what the heck that is.
Whoa.
Okay. Let me quickly get its stat block out, because this might result in something.
I swear Josh, if you hurt my Raven.
Grace, you're always the one to touch things. Stop it.
Look, man.
Those crates that you wouldn't open.
And I'm not looking at it.
If your raven dies, you'll be able to use it. Nevermore.
I actually don't think that's true.
Lose 50 experience.
Damn it. I made the stew! Rude.
As your raven begins to ascend, at first, this silhouette looks like any other bird of prey. However, as the raven ascends, the unearthly size of this thing becomes terrifyingly clear.
It's the dragon!
Its wingspan seems to spread 200 feet or more.
It's fricassee.
The bird seems to be, its plumage ranges from blue to purple to red on the tail. It does not notice your raven.
Okay. Lovely, awesome. Now that we have established that we know what the heck it is, the raven is coming back down.
Okay.
And laying right on my shoulder, just hang out there.
Okay. The raven descends.
God bless.
Thank you. And as it just... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can I... So who notices this? Is this anybody above deck?
Anybody above deck can see this thing kind of circling.
Okay.
Perception check.
Is it large?
200 feet? Wingspan
Yeah.
of 200 feet?
Okay, so like, yeah, we did get that. Okay, cool.
That's like
So
bigger
yeah,
than
I will start calling out like, I don't even know, because this obviously it's not a military ship, but I'm just gonna start saying like general quarters, like everyone get to your battle stations, everyone like get to where you need to be, and only personnel willing to fight above deck. Everybody else get below now.
Okay.
And then I'll start actually like putting my armor on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can ooh, do I have anything good? How high up is it?
It is so high up that at the moment it just looks like a bird of prey. But you guys realize that if it looks that small, that far away, when it gets bigger, or when it gets closer, it's going to be much, much bigger.
Yes. Oof. Can I see if I can glean any other information from it? See if I can figure out what this thing is?
Give me an intelligence check. I would be able to accept I would be able to accept nature or arcana on this.
Nature or arcana. Okay. I'm gonna go for arcana. Yeah, I'm gonna go for arcana. Let's see what happens here. All right. Ooh, that is a 26.
26 arcana.
Dang.
Yeah.
Then I'll say with a 26 arcana, you've heard of I don't know who you are, Star Fox K32.
But you just made my day. You made my day. Okay.
Technically, Mubu said it first, but also
Wait,
that
what?
might be me.
Kevin, you dog.
But hey, Mubu said it first.
I didn't know you didn't know that was him. I'd have told you.
No,
Bro, Mubu's got the jokes in the chat right now, bro. Mubu's
Gosh
so
dang.
funny.
All right. So, you would know what rocks are. And no, I don't mean the stone ones.
Gosh.
It is a rock.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is flying 200
Screw
feet.
you, man.
Yeah. I'm calling it Dwayne. There's a Dwayne! There's a Dwayne! It's a bird, it's a Dwayne! It's a rat!
Did we just canonize that rocks are called Dwaynes?
They're called Dwaynes. In this world, they're called Dwaynes.
Any resemblances to persons as famous or otherwise are
Stri-
Unintentional.
Coincidental at best.
How that happened.
That was entirely a coincidence.
I am resisting the urge to Google right now because I don't know what that is. And
You know what a
Daisy
cockatrice
also
is?
canonically would not know what the hell that is. So
Nasty players.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably not mess with it.
Why does everyone seem so concerned about the bird? I see feathers, it's a bird.
it's a really, really, really big bird, Anaka.
Can we cook it?
That's a valid question. We will get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Scorn has the good seasonings. I smell it in his bag all the time. Don't let him bullshit you and say it's not.
I don't think I have enough for that thing. Maybe a drumstick, maybe.
That's enough for me.
Dry out the rest.
everybody.
But also,
Rock chicken.
I'm in agreement that if this thing stays above us, perfect. If not,
Yeah.
Okay. So
if not, what are
I
we
would
supposed to do? Like, most of our spells are at a range of 300 feet, and this thing is at 5,000.
well, I'll tell you what. If you want to stay there and sit pretty while we do all the flinging and fighting, that's fine by me. But I'm gonna go down swinging, regardless
I'm trying
if
to
this
decide if I
takes
should
me out or
be
not.
complimented or insulted.
And Naka sits down and starts sharpening one end of her quarterstaff with her hatchet.
Okay. All right. So I would like everyone to make me a. This is a weird one. Let's do survival check.
Woo! This guy's doing me good. I'm gonna roll with him. Oh my gosh. That is a 23 for me.
Whew.
I am going to assume I'm standing amongst my friends, so I'm going to use my saving face ability and add 5 to it.
And you also remember you do have inspiration from your absolute slaying of last session.
What would that be?
Oh, it's just at any point you can choose to reroll.
Oh, I rolled fairly decent. I just don't have much of a modifier in survival. With saving face, I mean, I'm going to have
Saving
a
grace?
23. Saving face.
I rolled a 10.
Oh.
I got a 15.
17.
Well rounded.
And
Well rounded.
let's see. And does this have? Yep. All right.
Mubu owns the chat today.
For real.
Oh man, what else is being said?
Don't let it
Don't
get to
look.
his head, guys. Don't let it get to his head.
Okay.
Well, I love you. But
This baby can fit so much seasoning.
probably that's good.
Oh man. Okay, so wow.
I'm gonna need a bigger cauldron.
You all seem to navigate around where the rock is circling. You seem to.
I
Who would
hate
like
you.
to make the last check? Oh, sorry. Was anybody doing anything during that time?
If it.
Okay.
Yeah, wrong. Go ahead.
If it's above us, I want to climb up on the mast and on where the sails are above us, so we can still see on the deck above us.
Mm-hmm.
Set off like 5 smoke grenades.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Try to cover
Excellent.
up
Yeah,
us
yeah.
from.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right,
bird. I
Norm?
figure it can see pretty good.
Either that or you just painted it a target.
Anwu,
Shit.
what were you saying?
Nothing.
No, come on. Do it.
Okay.
Nothing.
Insight check.
The DM is gonna insight check you.
Insight check the player. No, I think I can take on the next check though if
Okay.
if that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. I think I honestly want to. I want to talk to that tiefling that I gave the arcane armor. I want to see kind of what their deal is. I want to see if I can. I don't know. I feel like this. Onru feels like this weird pull towards this tiefling who has this arcane armor. So I kind of want to chat with them and see. Yeah, if I can kind of. Just chat with them.
Inaka would like to as well, but Onmu, you go first.
Okay. Onmu, as you approach them, they seem to be kind of doing something with their hands. Looks like there's a spark of some sort.
What? Sorry, I couldn't help but notice what are you up to? I see a little happening there.
Sorry. There's a. Can you make sense of this? And he holds up a scroll that you would pretty immediately recognize as it's. There are steps in common, like handwritten out next to the actual arcane formula.
Yeah.
It looks like a shocking grasp scroll.
Oh, hold on. Just pause for a second there. This particular incantation and spell, you don't want to mess up because you won't feel good. Just personal experience. These sort of incantations can really leave you with a scar. Hold on.
Yeah, I know I've been shocking myself all day. I can't make sense of it. Whatever. You know what? You take it. It's fine.
What? No. Hold that thought. Try this, and I. Quickly with my Omni tool, I have a feature that lets me create any set of any tool set. So I'm going to create. What's fun? I'm going to create thieves tools, just a set of thieves tools for him. A little lock pick and something here, and I give them the tools, and I say, I found that sometimes it's easier to channel the magic through these. Sometimes these material components can better insulate that magic and make sure that the magic isn't coming directly in touch with your hands and more through the tools here. Try these. I
these I'm a little more familiar with. I've had to use them once or twice, but
yeah.
All right, let's try this, and he kind of strikes almost like flint and steel strikes the tension bar and the pick, the other part together, and a small bit of electricity kind of spurts forward about a foot.
Right. All right, now keep that going. Imagine you are in a great hall. There is a safe meters away behind a locked gate. Use your tools. Unlock that gate. Get through. Use the tools as intended while channeling your magic. Try it. You'll be surprised.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something to see if he does.
Can I give the help action?
You sure can. And good thing too, because that was a 3 and a 17. So you see him kind of like zone out for a second, and somewhat rudimentarily, you kind of notice the things moving in his hands. And then he kind of reaches out, and there's just a small like surge of electricity that he hasn't released out of his hands yet. Oh gosh, where do I put this?
I can take it. It's fine. Just
Okay. And he zaps you with shocking grasp in your metal suits.
it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Trust me. If it weren't me, it was going to be you.
Go ahead and take 4 lightning damage.
Great.
Sorry. Sorry.
No. Don't. Sorry.
Thanks.
What?
I said, and thanks, I guess.
Yeah. It's that. Trust me. I've spent lots of time trying to do just that, and I saved you about a month's worth of damaging yourself. So I it's no sweat off my back. I just think, I don't know, better to have a teacher than, kind of burn your fingers learning yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Wow, that was simpler than I thought it was.
It's all in the tools, and I take out my Omni tool and I try to flip it and I drop it. Go, sorry. I haven't tinkered in a while. It's been...
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, is something I can help you with? Or...
I know I made you the suit. Keep the suit. Don't want the suit back. It's all yours.
Oh, you sure? I mean, I could.
Honestly, I could probably make a better one. Can I make you a better one? I'll make you a better one. I just run off and start. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll make you a better one. I was made out of like rocks and planks of wood and shit. Oh yeah, that's rough. But yeah, yes, I'll make a better suit for this tiefling.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then Inaka, you also had something to say to them at some point.
Not to the tiefling. Inaka wanted to talk to Daisy, so she kind of pokes her head over the side of the crow's nest. Daisy, please tell me you're up here. Don't make me climb down. Please don't make me climb down. Daisy!
You can climb up. I can climb up there.
She'll just wait. Do you need me to come get you?
Climbing
Are you
on up.
tied off?
Huh?
Are you tied off?
Daisy did not think to tie herself off before just climbing on.
Can I get an athletics check from you?
Are you sure you don't want help?
I might need some help.
Can I have Inaka run down, snatch her up, and then run right back up?
Mm-hmm.
A 12 wasn't so bad though. I rolled a 12
Yeah.
on my athletics.
Yeah, so I like to imagine that this happened like 15 feet off the ground. You're like halfway to the top. It's like, I might need to. You really start feeling that wind on your face, trying to push you off it. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Then Inaka, and I'm not gonna require a check for that monk stuff. You run down, snatch her up like you did Charles, and run straight back up that crow's nest.
No less next? Gently. She clicked the heels for it, so we're going 120 feet per 6 seconds. So it's.
And what happens next?
I had a question. There's things I haven't ever considered before, and I don't know who to talk to about this. And the two like me downstairs, it's not today. Could you help?
I'm pretty good at answering questions.
When I took the tiefling to go meet his friend, I believe he said, I don't remember anymore. He's said things to her, and I don't understand what was said, and I don't understand what transpired between the two either. There was some sort of kiss, touching of faces. I've done this before, but this is not it. This is reserved for private rooms. I don't understand.
You don't understand love?
What is?
It's the cornerstone of society.
She's just looking at her forehead.
I think that on a base level, you do understand love. It's just not something you consciously understand.
It's more complicated than that. I am not saying this right. It's common is not my first language. And she starts cursing in Goliath for a minute. I do not think this is anything that has ever been meant for me. I wanted to ask you if you could help me to understand that part of it. I know there are others that do. Obviously, there are others that do. I mean, not to, unless I am... you and Anwu?
No, we're just buddies.
You sure? We're always siding with each other and always walking next to each other. Right? This is what I thought this is what this meant.
Well, there are certain boundaries that just buddies don't really cross. In there, the line there would be any form of romance, where like there's anything like you were seeing, like kissing or like a lot of touching or things like that. I know I've like kissed on Yanu's forehead, but that's not the same thing. And I'm just now beginning to understand how complicated this could get.
You see what I mean?
I do see what you mean now. This is frustrating.
Well, thank you for trying. At least I suppose there's no point.
The difference, I guess, is that at least most of the time, romance is usually only between two people. And friendship can be with anybody.
Okay.
Like...
Starts taking notes.
I have, let's just say, a very complicated romantic history. And...
Also...
that's not really important right now. But the important thing is, once it's there, you recognize it. You don't look for love. Love finds you.
Okay. That is, this helps. Thank you.
I think that you are made to love and be loved. I think everybody is. It's something that I guess Amara granted to us when we were given life.
You've been talking to Zeb.
A little bit here and there. Bear with me then. You don't have to follow Amara.
I know. I'm not kink shaming anybody. That's not my point.
Oh, wait, hold on now. That's not... See? That's where the lines get a little bit blurred there. I'm so confused now.
Now you know how I feel.
I do know how you're feeling.
Well, anyway.
Well, here's the difference. I would, for reference, never do something sexual or romantic with a friend, but then there's romantic love, and then friend love.
I'm going to forget this.
Well, it's good
Keeps
that you
writing
take so many notes.
I have to. I don't have much else choice. And, by the way, this is why I say is not for me. No one wants a partner that can't remember them after a weekend away.
Well, then I guess you just wouldn't be taking any weekends away. Vacations are better together anyway.
Since meeting you all, life has become very complicated. You know that?
Yeah, but it's way more fun now, isn't it?
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm glad I met you, Daisy.
I'm very glad I met you too.
Did you say we are friends?
Of course we are.
You get a big-ass bear hug, and you have no choice.
Oh my goodness! She's
down.
all for it. Totally all for it.
Thank you, Daisy. I appreciate the help.
Of course, I'm glad I could help. And, you know, since we're, like, on the topic, and you were asking the question anyway.
About your past life, yes, I know. I wanted to know. You said a little bit, but then you tried to move on really quick as though I was going to forget it in 5
I
seconds.
was gonna
I'm
ask
bad, but
my
I'm not that
own
bad.
question here, just about that hobgoblin you've been talking to.
Her mind immediately jumps to you must be talking about it, literally anybody else. So she's sitting there like looking at her forehead for a minute. Starts looking through her book.
Scorn, the potion guy.
What about Scorn?
Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Why do you ask question and then don't answer question? This is very rude.
Well, mostly because I don't think you have the answers that I need.
Well, Are you talking about when they felt me up and then poked his nose where it didn't belong? Then?
Not quite. I mean,
Not to say he has an admiration for good
yes.
kids. I don't blame him there, but doesn't seem to be much past that. He hasn't given me any indication.
Maybe you just aren't looking for them.
You just told me not to look. I do not understand.
And with that, Scorn's going to use his teleportation bomb and get the fuck out of there. Because he was up on top of the tails this whole time by the crow's nest.
I had no idea. Oh my god, I swear, y'all. I could just see the chat scrolling that whole conversation.
Wow.
This is wild. What do you mean?
Zeb, how we doing out here?
As I'm just tying off some ropes, fine.
Need assistance.
No.
Okay. Cool. I was
What's that?
here the whole time.
Is that a blueberry?
You got it. And yes.
Who's making our third check, guys? Anwu, did you say you were going to make that check?
Yeah, I can make it. I can make it Arcana with helping out the tiefling. I could kind of do whatever.
Sure, yeah. So helping the tiefling wouldn't necessarily speed the pace of the boat or like help out on in the navigation or whatever. I think maybe let's see. Arcana. I'm sorry?
I could use Arcana in any way. I'm a versatile guy. I could do anything. I have like a million things that let me do a million things.
Okay.
I can
Well,
persuasion, perception, roll of activation. Let me. What you want? You want me to look at stuff?
I'm sorry. I just saw. I need to close the chat because I don't know how. There we go. Okay, it's out of my sight.
About kink and consent and just
and
not yucking
apparently
any yums over
shaming
here.
kids.
It's great.
Yeah, I'll need him. Okay, gosh.
Yeah, close that chat. It's
out of the way. It's gone. It's gone. I will say, any way that you think you could further the journey, help it along, however, what have you.
Yeah, if we're still on the ghastly gale, the whatever
Gale?
it's called. Yeah, I did turn that into some arcane armor, so I could be kind of showing the tiefling. Oh, I turn to the tiefling and I say, what's your name, by the way? I feel like I should know your name. I'm Anwu, Anyanwu Solar Sun. Nice to meet you.
Patience.
Dang.
Well, sorry. That's probably really weird to you.
No, that was awesome.
Oh.
I don't know.
Really?
I think that's super interesting. I kind of wish
Really?
my name was Patience. In my language, my name translates to sun, which means my name is Sun, Solar Sun. Sun. I'd rather be Patience.
I actually chose this because I some of us don't really like where we came from, you know what I mean? So we give ourselves virtue names. Something we strive for. Anyway, sorry.
You change your name into something you believe in, into something you strive for?
Yeah. You could say that, I guess.
Huh. Cool. Let me show you something. And I take him to I take him to the arcane armor, and I'd like to make an Arcana check to maybe boost up the ship a little bit more with patience, and see if we can kind of boost the ship a little bit.
Absolutely. Give me an Arcana check.
I'm using my prism dice, making that a 24.
Holy night, guys! Wow. I don't think anything under a 20 was rolled.
I don't think so.
That's amazing.
And now that you said it, we're going to be absolutely fucking killed by that rock.
No,
Thank you, Josh.
That's how it works.
So, as you go to show Patience the armor, you hear echoing through the sky. Followed by the sound of thunder.
Hold on. We should probably go see what that is. We go up deck, see what is screaming. Is there a grandma in the sky? What's going on? Who's croning? Who's groaning in the sky?
Tanaka. Do you know what that is?
I thought she was answering the question. I was like,
groaning in the sky?
She's gone. Kelsey is out.
You all need a time
guys,
out.
we broke her. Okay. So, what are you saying to Inaka? Not answering the question, but what are you saying to her?
I asked Inaka what the hell that thing is.
Ah, you want me to take a look? I take a look. Can I roll for perception, DM?
You sure can. You know what?
What do your Goliath eyes see?
This is the
I
same
swear.
This is the same thing you saw earlier. It rolled a natural 20 to track you.
No.
Diller
Yeah.
followed us. Yes! Get your ass down here! Come here! Come here!
Hey, dude, no, that is a giant bird, and
I
like,
know, think of the drumsticks.
okay, yeah, think of the drumsticks, except the drumsticks are bigger than you. So, and I got no. We do not want it coming to the ship. We want it to go away.
Unfortunately, Daisy, I don't think we have that choice.
No, Josh. No, Josh.
No, I kind of want it coming to the
Right
ship.
now, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, what you want right now, it doesn't matter.
Listen, I don't think I put it out to a vote. Like, it tracked you. Oh, I love you guys.
Consent is key, but not right now.
No,
Yeah.
this is torture. This is torture.
You all consented to this when you joined a game of D&D.
That's fair. That is fair.
Okay, all right.
Withdrawn at any point. Thank you very
So,
much.
as this thing now begins a descent toward you, we will go to a break and pick this up here in 10 minutes or so. Yeah. So, in the meantime, think about any preparations you're going to make, anything you guys want to get together, and we'll come back to it. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be right back. And welcome back, guys. We have a good break. Let's see. Let me turn this.
Sure did.
Tad.
Sure did, brother.
Excellent. Gotta switch this. There we go. All right. So, has anybody rolled in it? Oh, yeah. And welcome back to you guys too. Sorry, I for a second there forgot we were in a stream because I was just having too much dang fun.
That's what we want.
All right, so I've got the initiative tracker up there for whenever you all do want to start rolling initiative, because we will be doing that after. I'm just gonna quickly say, does anybody have anything they are doing before it gets there? Any last minute preparations you're making? Anything of that nature?
Scorn is going to give Zeb and Anaka a teleport bomb.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I will ask. What does this do?
You throw it, wherever it lands, that's where your ass is going.
I like it.
Range 30 to 60 feet.
Wow.
You know I could throw farther than that. Anyway.
If
Okay. All right. Then as we get set here, let me go ahead and roll its initiative. Should be coming through. It is not wanting to. I guess there's some kind of update or something, and now it's kind of not wanting to do the things. Yeah.
Okay. Actually do this then. I may have to pull my phone out onto the...
Oh, there we go.
It's not letting me claim Chain's character sheet either. So while I can roll it, it won't do the automatic into the roll 20 the way.
That's fine. That's totally fine. The Rock rolled a natural 20 on both times.
What?
That it. I mean, you can look at it right there in the chat. Now let's see.
Crazy.
So guys, while we're kind of getting this combat together, because apparently it's the virtual tabletop is a little wonky. Enjoy the image of a rock with Dwayne Johnson's head.
You did
In your brains.
I
wish. I've been trying to on Midjourney and I couldn't get it. But I've been trying. I'll get it eventually.
Creators don't let you use the likeness of famous celebrities for obvious reasons. The internet cannot be trusted.
No, it's true. It's true. Okay, I got Daisy right here. Then I'll put Chain. The Rock had... Oh, no. Out of that. Rock, 20. Daisy, you also had 20, but your dex is higher, so you will go...
No, you're good. I don't understand why it's putting so many of these on the board here, because when it was doing none before, but we're just going to take that one off. All better.
Yeah. And then, what is Chain's initiative?
18.
18, excellent. All right, Zeb.
Good old 15.
Excellent. And Inaka, did you get rolled in?
I believe so. Yeah, 15.
15? And what's your dex?
It's a +3 out of 16.
Okay, and Zeb, I assume that's higher than your dex?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, wow, lots of high initiative. Let's do descending order. And then there was Onwu. Okay. All right. Now that we've got all that in place, I'm gonna say I'll just go ahead and switch up this music.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, as some bombs are given, passed about, or grenades, or however that is,
body favors.
you guys hear the bird. You see it swooping down towards you, and that needs to be there, and that needs to be there. Okay, excellent. Now I will start presenting. I will go ahead and share my screen. There we go. As this bird, let's switch up the layer of it. Token layer.
Whoa.
There we go. As this bird, as large as your ship, swoops down, Daisy, you kind of get the jump on everyone. What are you doing as you see this massive bird of prey?
Exactly how far away is it? Would I be able to kind of guess?
I mean, I'm gonna say that by the time that combat were to begin, it's close enough that it can get to you within the next round. So we'll say within what's its flash speed? It's like within 100 feet ish.
Okay. First thing Daisy can think to do, she's gonna cast Cloud of Daggers at 3rd level, just probably 10 feet above their heads. So should it try to reach for them, it's gonna fly right through that Cloud of Daggers, which is a 5x5 cube.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Totally didn't even mean to actually do that. I meant hit cast and then it did an attack roll, but it's fine. Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action.
It sure is.
I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Inaka here.
Whoa.
You now have since I am a level 9 bard now, a D8 as an inspiration die.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Okay.
Okay, that happened.
Ooh, my baby, Bibble.
Y'all mess with Bibble or what?
Yes,
Bibble fans, bro?
absolutely.
Where my Bibble fans at?
I got you, bro. I got you.
Bibble
We
slide.
all know who Bibble is.
Okay. Y'all mess with Bibble. That's right.
Okay. All right. Daisy, anything else on your turn? And
Yeah,
so,
no.
just for my benefit, it does look like you guys are somewhat scattered. Where is it over your head or over their heads, or if you're all in the same place? I would love it if we could kind of bring those tokens together.
Specifically, I put it directly over mine and Anaka's head because I feel like since
Okay.
we're up the
Oh,
highest,
yeah, you
we're
guys
the
are in the
most.
crow's nest.
Yes, I feel like we're the most likely to be the first target, and if it should go straight for us, it will at least have one small deterrent, as there will be a cloud of spinning knives directly above us.
Excellent. Okay, awesome. That helps to answer some things for me. I totally forgot where exactly you were. Okay, all right, then that brings us to its turn. It is going to swoop down and attack the ship. And let's see, it's going to multi-attack the ship.
Come on.
Come on, Anwu. You better have good armor on this thing.
It's arcane.
Yeah, Anyanwu, what is the arcane armor? What are the benefits of that again?
Yes. Oh no. I'm gonna have to dig back into the class description real quick.
Okay, you're good. I'm currently looking at the stats for ships in 5th edition, so.
Huh.
You think us again? I'd be so mad.
Well, hopefully the arcane armor will help with that.
The only thing that I think would really apply, because we kind of shifted it, it's meant for wearable armor, but we kind of shifted it a little bit to fit the ship. I believe the only thing that will actually help here, or like cause any and do really anything, is that if anything gets chopped off of the armor, i.e. limbs or mast, it is magically replaced by the armor.
Okay.
Other than that, it's like I can don or doff the armor as an action, or I could use it as a spellcasting focus.
So, like,
Which
if
could
a
be
hole
crazy
is
cool.
punched in the ship, then the armor will still maintain the shape of the ship.
The integrity holds.
The integrity will hold.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. It swoops down, and let me double check that AC again. Okay. Yeah. Those definitely both hit. So 4d8. You know what? I'll just roll it here. I'll roll it open. 4d8 plus 9. So let's see. We've got 19. So 28 damage with its beak attack as it swoops down and kind of just shoves its beak into the side of the ship. Followed by, as it's kind of gripping with its beak, it's clawing with its talons, which will be 4d6 plus 9. So 23 damage to a total of. Oh gosh, I'm bad at math.
Same.
28 plus 23. Lots of damage. All right, Chain, I'll do the math while you go.
Uno momento, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Looks like 51. Yeah, 51. Ooh, 51 damage to the ship, by the way. That's about a sixth of its HP, just so you know.
Okay.
Let's see here. Chain is going to take a shot in the dark and try to cast Sleep. So let's
Okay.
send creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points the creatures this spell can affect. Then 20 feet. I'm sorry, I'm reading through this spell. I'm not a caster for a reason.
You're good.
Must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected.
Yeah, so I was about to say, Chain would know this thing is probably too big to be hit with their sleep spell.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
This thing is it's massive.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that Chain doesn't like drawing attention to himself, so he'll cast Mage Hand behind it if he can.
Okay.
Try to give us, if you will, DM flanking. And outside of that, he's gonna run to a spot to hide. He's not one to really stay out with.
Okay.
Big beaky boy.
I absolutely will allow that.
That's dope.
So you have Mage Hand flanking. Let's see. That is gonna bring us to Inaka's turn. And I assume they're hiding as a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
He'll dash and hide so he's out of view. They will. My brain. And Inaka is taking that quarterstaff that she's been sharpening the edge of, and she's aiming it straight for the neck.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Roll me a ranged attack.
I want this to go through his jugular.
That's not a natural 20. That's just a stupid 9.
For a total of?
I'm thinking 16.
A 16 still hits.
Yes!
Nice.
This
Giant
is a
bird.
massive beast. And it's feathers. So you're not looking at like a natural armor. It's just a big honking target.
Okay. So that's 26.
Pardon,
That's
you're
5.
not looking at armor. There is some natural armor with the padding of the feathers. But you said 5?
Yeah, that's 5 damage. And see, I have 2 attacks per action, but I don't have 2 actions as my I am spending a key point. I'm going to do Step of the Wind, and my jump distance is doubled for the duration of my turn. I can now leap 40 feet.
Let's go. It is now, by the way, in kind of this general direction. So,
as soon as she chunks the spear, she's gonna reach back into her bag, pull out a length of hippin rope, jump up and grab on. I'm trying to straddle this thing.
okay, give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Damn, beat me to it.
Let's go. Okay, absolutely. All right, then. Anything else on your turn, Inaka?
Outside of making sure she secured herself, she'll be reaching in through the feathers and grabbing at the base of the quills, like, you are not letting go of me, bitch.
Okay. All right, then Zeb, what are you doing?
My best as always.
Absolutely.
Let's see. For this turn. Okay. How far is it away from the from where I am? Would you say roughly?
You could make it to the edge of the ship, like where it is, and like you could get within melee of it, because it currently has hold of the ship, kind of trying to rip it.
Okay, so it's definitely within 120 feet of me.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, cool. I am. No. Yes. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it at 2nd level.
Okay.
So
All right.
Let's see here. That's. I gotta make a hit. What do I got? Oh, +6. Okay. Well, I also have a couple luckies up my sleeve, so we'll see. Hup. Yeah, we're gonna use one of those.
Ooh.
Yep. Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, absolutely. While he's doing that, I would just like to say I'm enjoying these nautical combat tunes, Nerdius Maximus.
Absolutely. All right. So I rolled a natural 16 +6. I'm assuming that hits.
That hits, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You're a little turd.
Well, hey, I just pay attention. That's it. Everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of Dungeons and Dragons. So
I'll only say your name.
So let's see. That's going to be 5d6.
I understood that reference.
Okay. 23. Do I have anything weird? No, it's just 23. Okay, don't mind that roll that just went through, because that is not... I don't know why it clicked that. Yeah, get out of here.
Good, I wasn't even looking at it.
Good. All right, so that's 23 points of radiant damage as I just take my shield and just sort of spin and just sort of slash out as the radiance just flies from my shield, hits the rock, and then the rock is also coated in a dim light as so the next person has advantage on striking it.
Captain America, oh.
Excellent. As the arc of divine power kind of hits it in the wing and forces it back a little bit off the ship, it looks up and like locks its predatory eyes on you, Zeb.
Oh, please.
Anwu, what are you doing?
Josh, let's just have a chat.
It's middle of combat. Let's have a chat.
Let's just talk some things through. What we have established is that I have turned the armor of the ship into an arcane armor. We know this.
Are you going to attempt to cast a spell through the ship?
Whoa! No need to jump ahead. I'm just...
Okay. It is arcane. Yes.
And we've already established that Anwu has created like a weird little nest for himself, like in the belly of the ship, where you can connect to all parts of the ship. That we have done this, correct?
You have, yes.
So it can be said that Anwu can wear the ship armor.
Okay, all right.
Okay, therefore...
Now you have to don it as an action.
As an action, I respect that 100%. So if we say that Anwu dons the ship as his armor...
Are you trying to do a kaiju battle?
I want to do a kaiju battle.
Yes, let's go.
I want to do a kaiju battle.
Okay, let's go with it. Let's roll with it. Heck
Perfect. Yeah. Then in that same turn, I can use the... I can still use the armor as my spellcasting focus. which means
certainly
anyone within 5 feet of the spellcasting focus can benefit from touch spells. Is that correct?
I will allow that. Let's go.
Okay, sweet. I will run to the belly of the ship and don the ship armor, the Pacific Rift.
The Phantom Gale, but yeah.
Phantom Gale.
That's a way to. I will do that. Bonus action. I'm not sure if I can do a whole lot, but I definitely want to run down. And Onwu, he can only wear one arcane suit at a time. So he reluctantly takes off his gorgeous gilded gold and white armor for a
as the refugees all look at him stripping down.
In the belly of the ship, he's just is getting naked, and again you see the scrawny Leonin take purchase in the hold of this ship and start messing around.
Hold up. Now, Onwu, let's chat.
Okay.
Now, if I'm correct, it does say you can don and doff as an action, correct? Hey, listen, if you're gonna get to wear a ship, I can put some limitations on it.
No, you're right. Which
So
means
you have doffed with one action, and with your next action, you can don.
all right. Let's do it. That's 2 whole turns where I'm not doing anything.
Don't worry, I can
but
hold it for here.
Then you have a ship.
That's fair. All right. So in front of all these refugees, I take my armor off. That is my action with a bonus act. I don't think I can do it.
Why when I do that, do I get in trouble?
Seemed fine to me.
It's the scenario in which you do it that means everything.
So, Onwu, doffing your armor, at the final, at basically turn or initiative count 0, the ship will go.
Okay.
And it will fire off its attacks at the rock, which is
advantage?
at it. It will be at it's a ranged attack.
Because of Zeb?
Well, Zeb isn't controlling the guns; those are still being manned.
Oh,
But
I thought he
because
had a
it's-
thing where the next attack against the bird.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot!
Guiding
I'm
bolt.
sorry. I was thinking of Onwu. Yes, because of Zeb. So it will actually be. Yeah. We'll do it at advantage. Because why not? A 2 and a 1. But it does have 3. So the first attack does not hit. The second, natural 16 hits, and 8 plus 6 does not hit. Okay, so 1 attack hits, meaning that is 10, a total of 16 piercing into the side of this bird.
Real quick, Josh, where are the guns located? Are they on the same level as I am, or are those on a different level?
I would say, sure, same level as you.
Same level? Okay. That's
Lower
just
deck,
for-
not the hold.
Just for my mind, some curiosity.
Okay. All right, Daisy, back to you at the top of the initiative order.
I never got a chance to go.
Oh shoot, Scorn, I don't see you in the initiative. What is your
I rolled,
initiative?
9.
Okay. Okay, then Scorn, you go ahead, and I will. You just take your turn now. Then we'll get back to you in the initiative when it gets back to you.
So the rock is pretty close to me right now because I'm on top of the one mast right there.
Yes, it is pretty close.
All right. Scorn is going to throw 2 bombs directly at the face of the bird, and they are going to be laughing gas bombs.
Okay. All right. So I assume wisdom save?
Nope. That would be con.
Because it's poison. Gotcha. Or,
Yep.
Sort of. It's 15 plus 5 for a total of 20.
That one passes. He's throwing 2 of them.
Okay. Oh, right. 13 plus 5 for a total of 18.
Oh, it just passes. So he's going to grab a little box. He's going to wind it up real quick, and he's going to take it, throw it at the face of the rock, and all of a sudden it's going to explode in his face. It goes and all of a sudden from the gas you hear, "Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands." But apparently it doesn't do anything. So damage-wise...
Maybe because it wasn't a good joke or something.
He didn't know who Peter Pan was in this world, so... He didn't get it.
He still takes 21 damage.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't fall prone in the water.
Okay, excellent. So, as the gas erupts in its face, still holding on with its talons to the side of the ship, it flaps its wings, sending the gas out of its out of the space where it would be breathing. In so doing, it begins to seep into its feathers. You see some of them deaden and fall off. Now,
Nice.
Daisy.
We're gonna... What is the range on that spell? How far away is this thing from me now? He's pretty much right over the ship.
Yeah, he's on the side of the ship. He would be well within any range that you want.
Screw it. This is not going to work, but Daisy's gonna cast Command.
Okay, all right. What do you command it to do?
Flee.
Flee. All right.
I did not mean to cast that at 4th level. I don't know why it did. It was only supposed to be at 2nd.
Okay,
I
second
got
level.
those kind of spell slots. Yes.
A second level.
I mean,
command.
the only benefit is that you get to affect more creatures. I don't need to affect more creatures. It doesn't change the DC. So.
All right. So, if I'm not, let's chat, Daisy.
Oh God.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe the words of that spell actually say that a creature has to understand you, correct?
Yes.
Any
it
creature-
can't. Oh wait, actually.
Now, not that you would know that about the rock. So the spell will still go through, but if it does say that it has to understand you, the spell will not take effect.
It has to understand your language.
The rock does not speak your language.
Dang it. There was an effort made.
There was an effort made.
Instead,
Okay.
let me see
Anything
if I
else on your
have-
turn, Daisy?
She is she able to tie herself off and start to climb down from the mast?
I would say it would be an action to tie yourself off, but you can definitely start climbing down.
She's just going to grab onto a piece of rope then, like wrap it around her fist and then start climbing down.
Okay. Okay, absolutely. That will do. Bringing us to its turn, during which it releases its hold on the side of the ship that, by the way, was beginning to rock furiously. So then this round, you will not all be making dexterity saves to stay vertical. It releases its hold on the side of the ship and flies at Zeb. Zeb is going to make a couple attacks against you.
Sure.
only one of which may hit. Because it is plus... Oh, actually, a 22?
A 22 just hits.
Okay. Well, it rolled a 9, so... So to put that in perspective, Zeb,
It's okay.
Mr. I never get hit.
That's okay. I can take it.
Hey!
It's not about not getting hit. It's about, can you actually make it matter?
Can you, one might say, do this all day?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to roll those open again. That is 4d8 with its beak. Plus 9. Let's see, what is that? So 26 piercing damage, as well as the 16 plus 13, which I assume hits, Kevin?
I'm also bad at math, good sir, so...
Okay, so that's going to be 4d6 plus 9, so another 16 points of... this will be slashing damage, as well as I will need a... no. You are just grappled. There is no save. You are grappled.
Okay.
Until the grapple ends, you are restrained, and the rock cannot use its talons on anyone else. Okay. Chain. What are you doing? Or what is Chain doing?
Chain, I'm going to say that after diving to hide, probably would not have seen that Inaka climbed up there, which is the only reason he's about to do. Or they're about to do this. Pulls out their short bow, aims, and fires.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Plus 8 is 26.
18 plus 8 for 26 hits. Decidedly, holy night.
Sweet. That's another... Wait, no. That's 10 damage.
Okay, all right, 10 damage.
And he will do his bonus action, cunning action, hide again, so this thing can't see him.
Okay, all right, cunning action, hide, got it. Which brings us to Inaka.
Inaka is taking the rope that she had pulled out and doing the best she can to loop it over and around her head, and she wants to loop it under the bird and then pull as hard as she can, like feet in the base of its neck, just yanking. I want to choke it out.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
That is a 19.
Okay. With a 19, let's see. You are able to swing that rope around and get its get it around its neck and begin pulling.
And I will wedge my feet in one of the vertebrae along its neck, so it's like she's basically trying to pinion it. So I don't know, but that's my turn, because that's now what she's spending all of her energy doing.
Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, Zeb, let's get back to you as you see this thing. It kind of begins to and is cut off with rope at its throat. What are you doing?
Question, because I don't think it's like casting a spell, but when it comes to like, I mean, one of my channel divinities is, but like the Peerless Athlete one, like, is that just because it's just a bonus action, and I
Correct.
just basically, like, so am I able to to do that logistically in this moment, or like how does that work with being like restrained and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I would say definitely you're able to do it.
Okay.
Because it would effectively be that moment of like, you know, when you go to bench press, but you're kind of grabbing the bar, giving your fingers a little, kind of psyching yourself up for the shove.
So essentially, Sebastian gets like beat to hell by this thing, and then picked up, and he just goes, and he'll just he'll use Peerless Athlete as just like radiant energy starts glowing through his like muscles and everything, and his eyes shine bright white. And he's just excited. What can I do to get out of this? As that was a bonus action.
Yeah, that would be an athletics check.
Okay. Guess who just
or
gave
acrobatics, I suppose, if you're trying to wriggle your way out. But
I'm gonna. Yeah, we're definitely doing the athletics.
yeah, I assumed for Zeb.
Ooh, I'm glad I have advantage because that was a 2 and a 19. So 19 plus 8.
19 plus 8, you break the grapple on yourself.
Perfect. Am I above the ship though?
Just by a couple feet, not quite enough to, because I actually meant to fly you way up in the air and forgot to say it, so that one's on me.
All right.
It won't happen again.
Well, okay. I'm assuming that's like, because even though I can do 2 like attack actions on a turn, I'm assuming that because that was my action, that's
yes,
that.
correct.
All right, perfect. Then I land down on the deck, sort of wipe myself off, and just go, ha! And
yeah, like
square
a
up.
little bit of like blood coming out of your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Scorn. Do you see Zeb just kind of like take this in stride? You've probably seen it before, but this was nasty. What do you?
That's my boy. Do I see Anaka choking the chicken right now?
You son of a bitch.
The Rock. Do I see Anaka choking the Rock?
Yes.
She's got the Rock in a chokehold right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She smells what the Rock.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to, for my bonus action, I'm going to fasten a syringe to one of my arrows, and I'm going to aim at Anaka. And I'm going to hit her with Potion of Growth to cast Enlarge on Anaka.
Woo! Okay. All right. Roll an attack.
I don't know where armor class is, but 16 plus 6.
Your base hits.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right to the thigh.
Ooh. And like you just see like the thighs begin to swell before anything else. And then everything else from there.
No, leave it. Keep moving.
From there, just like enlarges until she is what is it? A large creature instead of medium? Is that how that works?
I'm pretty
All right,
sure it's up
excellent.
his size, yeah.
I think I've seen pictures of this on the internet.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And she does, I think she does an additional 1d4 damage.
That works. That will do. Anything else, Scorn?
That's my turn. It was a bonus action to affix a needle to an arrow and then fire.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right, Anwu.
Big and loud.
I'm so sorry. But this round, you don the arcane armor. Is there any bonus action that you have? Because at this point, you can. I mean, if you have any bonus action spells or anything, like all of those are viable here. Oh, you're muted, buddy.
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna try this. I have my daunting roar. Shall I do the roar? That's the only
I think you
bonus
should do
action
the
I got.
roar.
Do the roar.
I feel like I ought to do the roar from the belly of the ship.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. I think I have fastened like a little like one of the in like those old mansions where you like talk into the horn on the wall and it like goes to another room. I feel like I have fashioned one of those so that I talk into this little horn and it just kind of projects out of the ship. And I do the roar, my little lion roar. Hurrah! And you gotta do I believe like a wisdom saving.
Roar, little lion man. You're braver than you were at the start.
Josh, don't cut it out.
I gotta give that kid a
So, like,
lozenge.
do we all have to roll?
Creatures of my choice. Creatures of my choice.
Do you have
How,
to see us?
well, how close is this bird?
It is, I would say, since you're wearing the ship, it is within range.
Perfect. That is going to be. Creature choice. Jeez. 8 plus 3 plus 2. 8 plus 5. 13, I think. DC 13. Wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Rolled a natural 18.
Dang! It's like my roar wasn't like intimidating or anything. Oh.
Yeah, or
That's
something.
only the so.
It just kind of echoes through the ship and sounds like a house cat.
Yeah. Nah.
Y'all hear something?
All right, at initiative count 0, the ship is going to go, meaning that it is going to roll all 3. Oh, actually, no. The rock isn't within line of sight of those the guns, so it cannot, because it is above the ship. All right, then all the gunmen are holding an action to fire if the rock gets within their sights. Daisy, what are you doing?
Okay. Hanaka is how large on the back of this thing?
She would be a large creature. So, Inaka, what is your regular height?
8 foot and 9 inches.
So she'd be about 17.
Wait, that
feet
doesn't
tall.
already qualify. I thought medium
Nope.
qualified up to 6.5 feet.
Nope.
Yeah, Goliaths are still medium creatures.
Holy
So,
Lord!
like 17 feet tall now.
I classify as a large creature
Size
for
of
my
this thing's
carrying
head.
capacity, but
She's about the size of this
Okay.
thing's head.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Daisy is going to. Where exactly is Zep?
Zeb
Currently,
is
playing
just
underneath.
got out of this thing's grip.
I'm gonna pan.
Gotcha. So Zeb is technically all the way across the ship right now. How many feet away is that?
Oh, what is the range on your spell?
I am trying to get over to him currently.
Okay, so you got down off of the thing last turn. Yeah, you'd be able to get over to him.
Okay, awesome. Hey Zeb, do you want to join Anaka up there?
Oh, I had a feeling this was coming. Send it, little lady.
Daisy is going to cast Dimension Door. And she is going to cast it. What level am I choosing? It's a 4th level spell anyway. Daisy's going to cast Dimension Door and take the both of them up onto the back of the rock, probably a couple of feet behind Anaka.
Okay, excellent. So both of you now are on the back of the rock.
And just grab onto those feathers for dear life.
Okay. All right. It flies up 120 feet into the air. And spins itself. I will need everyone to make me an athletics check just to hang on.
Am I able to grab onto Daisy and the rock in that moment?
I will say you can. Your athletics check will be at disadvantage.
So a straight roll because I have advantage.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay. And would my holding on by myself change his roll with that? Because I am still also hanging on.
It would not, because he
Okay.
is dividing his own attention.
Natural 20.
For a total of?
22.
Okay. And the others?
27.
Okay.
24.
I think we stay on.
Ha! Daisy and
Anaka,
Anaka begin to
advantage
fall.
on strength checks.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm done. I'm done.
I was like, even though I was like still.
No, that's what I was getting to.
Okay.
Zeb, because you reached for Daisy, I would like you to make me a secondary athletics check.
Secondary athletics. Okay.
That is effectively what dividing your attention allowed you. It'd be kind of that opportunity to.
Is this one straight roll or advantage?
This one would also be straight roll because you're still at that divided attention.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon. Oh! All right, glad. Okay, so use my last lucky on that one, but I got a 26.
That you catch Daisy. Inaka, you fall.
Slow fall.
Screw monks, man. All right.
Realistically,
And
all that
that
does is reduce any damage I take by 50, so.
So it'd be 12d6. That could theoretically get up past 50. Let's see. Let's roll the d6.
Did
66.
Anaka roll with advantage?
On athletics? No, she doesn't roll with advantage with
I
advantage.
know, but the enlarge gives you advantage in all strength.
Oh! I did not know that! That's just one better. 25.
A 25 actually succeeds.
Wild.
Whoa! About to say she was going to be screaming, cursing the whole way down. No, you stupid son of a...
Okay.
I like to
All
think
right.
I contributed.
You
Well
absolutely
played.
did. Wow. Okay. Gosh dang. All right. Then
You're really trying.
yeah. All right. Chain. Is there anything that Chain is doing?
How high up did it go again?
120 feet.
Damn, no.
Okay.
He looked up, or Chain looks up and goes, "Oh fuck!" That's Chain's action.
Okay. Are they holding any actions or?
They'll hold an arrow for when it comes back into range.
Okay. All right. Then Inaka, are you maintaining your
This thing
your
tries
garrote?
this thing tries to spin us off. No. In the process of the spinning, she'll let go and let it swing her around, and she wants her legs around it now. I am just squeezing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to roll?
I guess this would be grapple.
Sure. We'll do go for grapple. That's fine.
So let's roll athletics.
Alrighty. With advantage, that's a natural 19 plus 6. That's 26 again.
Rolled a 17 plus 9, which is a 26. Roll
What's
that check again.
What's it?
Oh, come on.
Oh, not quite as good.
Same roll again. 19 plus 6. 26.
Rolled a 16 plus 9 for a 25. It is grappled. Okay. Wow. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna allow it because I just said it, but I don't know how grappling something that's gargantuan works. I don't know if a large creature can grapple a gargantuan creature, but we'll look at that later. Zeb, what are you doing?
Me, yeah? I'm like, oh. I sort of just like was just imagining everything happening. I'm just like, oh my god. Right.
Yeah.
I am slowly going to, or like, I'll just quickly actually pull Daisy and just like set her down gently and be like, I could use a little attention, and I'll just point to all the blood around me, and then I'll redraw my sword, and I will cast haste on myself.
Just so you know, just so you're aware, this thing is still spinning.
I understand.
And you're
okay, so you're saying like I have to...
It's a perpetual spin.
Oh, gotcha. I get it. I'm sorry. I thought it was just one spin. Cool.
He's trying to death roll us off.
So I will...
and it will be doing that this whole round.
Gotcha.
That was its action.
I will continue to hold my grip on Daisy, and I will say what I said already, like I could use a little attention, and I will gesture with, to my wounds, and I will still... Oh, what can I do? What is that? What is it? Dang. Actually, are we directly above the ship?
You are. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to look at Daisy actually and say, do you trust me?
As far as I can throw you.
Well, it's a good thing we're pretty high up, so I'm just going to pick her up and jump off heading straight for the deck of the ship. And I'm holding the teleportation bomb in my hands.
It is going to make an attack of opportunity on you as you leave its melee range, which will be a 27 to hit.
Yes.
With its talons, that is going to be 4d6 plus 9, which is not great. Wow, that was a pretty terrible roll. 16 piercing damage as these talons sink into you, Zeb. You are grappled.
That little shit. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daisy. I guess we're still hanging out here. Mind you, I got you in my arms. I'm just like, oh.
No.
Okay. All right. Anything else on your turn, Zeb?
considering that would it have been a free action to pick up Daisy and then just movement to jump off?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm arguing, like, can I make the attempt now to get out of said grapple? Because it would be the end of my turn. Or is it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would allow that.
Okay.
I'll check the rulings later when I go back through and watch this again. But yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because
for now that works.
Unless I am grappled. Well, no, yeah, because it's an opportunity attack and it's my turn still, so that's where I think the. Okay. Athletics.
Yes, athletics.
22.
That's 22. Succeeds. You
Perfect.
break the grapple and you begin free falling.
Yes, and I'm holding Daisy, and I have the teleportation bomb, and I'm going to hold and hopefully throw the teleportation bomb to alleviate whatever that looks like just before I hit the ship. At least that's the tentative plan.
I believe it would be an action to throw the bomb.
But do I fall 120 feet in this turn?
You instantly fall up to 500 feet.
Instantly. All right, then I will just brace myself and have my back to
and you
the
both will
ship.
take. You both will take.
The ship casts Featherfall. Onwu casts Featherfall. The ship / Onwu casts Featherfall.
On whom?
I want to be nasty. I can cast it up to 5 people, and I want to be nasty.
Do whatever you got to do.
I'll cast it on both Zeb and Daisy.
Now, I will say, actually, is Featherfall a reaction?
It is a reaction.
It is a reaction. Okay, because I'm never sure with some spells. They're all weird. And I would also like you to make a perception check, as they are 120 feet above the ship, and you are inside the ship.
Yeah.
You're getting a check, so, it's not, you wouldn't actually be able to see them at all. So you're getting a check, so there is that. But they are very high at the moment.
This is a perception check?
Yes.
Oof. I would have advantage on this, but I do not have sight of them, so it's just a flat check.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not great. All right, rolling that in the chat. Normal, take that off. Come on, baby.
You all take...
I was going to say, is there any way that I can buffer, like, again, putting myself between the initial hit?
I would say you could take the brunt of it. Roll me... Roll me 6d6. And you can alleviate that much damage from Daisy. Okay, so you, Zeb, will take, what is that, 43 bludgeoning damage, and Daisy, you will take 23 bludgeoning damage.
Right before hitting the deck, Zeb literally goes, "Trust is an interesting thing with Amara," and is down. immediately as soon as he hits.
No. Come on. Where's my turn?
Scorn, what are you doing on your turn? That was a heck of a turn.
How far away is my boy Zeb from me?
Within range of whatever you want to do.
Scorn's instantly gonna see him fall, not move, and he's gonna get there as fast as possible, and he's just gonna dump some glowy goo on his hands, just rub them together. Come on, not today! Boom! And he's going to do basically goblin jumper cables on him. And he should be brought back to 1 hit point.
Okay.
I hit him with Lazarus Bolt.
Hey. Okay. Excellent. Anything else on your turn, Zeb? Or Scorn, sorry.
Also, I'm going to give him a greater healing potion.
Okay. All right. Then, Anwu, what are you doing?
Everyone sees the ship start to shift. It almost looks like that scene in Doctor Strange, the first one, where the building starts like flip. And all of a sudden, you are seeing 3 identical ships to the one we are on. Anwu casts mirror image on the ship.
Okay.
That is so awesome.
Okay. Anything else, Anwu? As the ship.
I'm on a boat.
You're wearing a boat, bro.
A mother-freaking boat. I'm a boat. Yeah, I mean, I'm a boat. I'm chilling, bro. I'm doing
Okay.
great in the boat.
All right, Daisy. As you have fallen, a quip about Imara and trust said to you as Zeb goes out, immediately comes back up as Scorn helps him out. What do you do?
Oh gods. Okay. Amara, this is your champion, so I'm gonna need a little help here. And she casts heal or cure wounds with her very first cleric spell at 4th level, which is going to heal Zeb for 30 hit points.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Anything else, Daisy?
Okay. Anaka is still on the bird, right?
She is. Yep. Well, more than that, she's like grappling it with her legs.
With her
She's
thunder
singing,
thigh.
"Up goes the birdie" the whole time.
Anaconda squeeze.
Oh my god. Okay. Never mind. Cantrips count as an action, so she couldn't actually do that. Yeah, cantrips count as an action. As a bonus action, Daisy is, however, able to cast Healing Word on herself, only at 1st level.
What was the level of the spell that you initially cast?
4th.
Was it a leveled spell? It was okay. Then you cannot. You can cast a cantrip. That is a bonus action. That is the extent to which you can cast.
Gotcha. Yeah, my sheet is telling me that I can cast Healing Word as a bonus action, but if that is not true, that's fine.
Healing Word is a leveled spell, meaning you cannot cast it in the same round as another leveled spell.
Gotcha, but if I had cast a cantrip, I could cast it as a
yes.
Gotcha. Okay, then
yes.
No, that's all that she is going to do right now, aside from stand, maybe try to help Zeb up.
Okay, all right.
That did not go according to plan.
The rock is then going to swoop down
Question, did my impact, did I just hit the deck and then, it was just solid, or did, I go through?
No. There is a crater in the ship where you landed. The rock will swoop back down as Zeb, it sees you get up.
Oh, motherfucker.
And
I'm not even up.
Yeah.
I'm not even up yet. I'm just like.
And it is going to immediately Talon attack you.
This thing wants my. This thing wants my
hit.
bread. Wants my bread and butter.
Definitely does not hit. However, that. Oh wait, actually, with a 7, no, a 20 doesn't hit. However,
no,
a 23.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As it snatches you back up with its talons, it is going to. It's going to be 4d6 plus 9. So 28 piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
As it begins its ascent back upward, it cannot really mechanically move because it used its 120 feet of fly speed. Chain. Oh, it came back within range. Chain's opportunity or held action goes off, and then Chain can take their turn also.
All right, that is a 6 plus 8. That's a 14. Does that hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Did it come back in range of the cannons that held their action?
It would still be above the ship.
Above the ship, cool.
Yeah.
They're going to cunning action, disengage, and try to get a better vantage point back up in the crow's nest. Since this thing is down close to the deck,
I would say that they're still outside of the melee range. There's no need to disengage.
It's cutting action can be used for dash too, so I was thinking run as fast as they can up the mast and just So
yep, absolutely. So a dash up the mast, they get to the top.
Yep.
And then anything for the action?
They tried to attack already and missed. They only get one attack per action.
Oh, that was their held action from last round. This is their turn.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. My bad. That is considerably better. Where'd it go? That's a 25.
A 25 hits. What's that damage?
1d6 plus 4. Max damage.
And another D4.
10.
And that is their turn, I believe.
Okay. Right. So seeing the first attack miss, they got up in the mast where there's better vantage, and you see the arrow just kind of firmly planted in the weak spot, kind of just behind the eye of this thing's skull. Go ahead. Sorry, I think I interrupted you.
No, you're good. I was just it was something flavor for Chain to say.
Okay. All right. Then Inaka, that does bring us to you.
Yeah. So choking this thing out isn't exactly working, and I did double check into it. Since it's 2 sizes larger than me, I can't actually grapple it.
That's what I thought. I allowed it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Inaka's gonna do something so dumb because she doesn't understand how this works. Why did you give her this? She's going to continue to hold on to this bird as hard as she can, thinking it's going to make a difference. I know it's not, but she's already locked into it. And she's going to toss the teleportation orb into the water, thinking that she'll take the rock with her, being that she's yeah, I know, but I rolled, and she rolled a natural 1 and doesn't know that.
Okay. Inaka, you're in you kind of all of a sudden are in the water. No rock around you.
What the I'll spend the rest of my turn getting back to and onto the ship, so that's my stupid ass.
All right. Excellent. Zeb, in the clutches of the talons of this rock. What are you doing?
As it was like I'm assuming just came down and sort of slammed me, and then basically
Yes.
picked me back up. I will also look at Daisy and go, "I knew you had it in you," as I get yanked further up, and I will, because I am grappled. Question: can I lay on hands myself?
You
in
can.
this current state?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna dump all of it.
All right.
So, and I will just start shouting, "I've killed dragons! You aren't anything, you stupid bird! Put me down!" And that's
Okay.
my turn.
All right. Scorn. What do we got?
How far away has it gotten from me since
Ooh,
it grabbed Zeb?
Do I get a chance to break the grapple after every...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did you take an action? Oh, is lay on hands an action or a bonus action?
I think it's an action. It's an action.
Okay, then
Okay.
you do not.
Yep, cool.
All right. It would be. Were you with? I mean, yeah, probably within melee range still. It hasn't like really gotten any lift. It just like began its ascent. So.
Let's see. It's holding him, so I got to be careful. I'm just going to hit it with. Ooh. Gonna have to go with laughing gas bomb again.
Okay.
It needs to make. Well, I gotta throw it. Okay, both are 16s plus 6. Those hit.
16s plus stuff will hit. Yeah.
Okay. It needs to make that con save twice.
One of those is going to be an 8, and
That's
one of those is going to be an 18.
So, because it failed the laughing gas con save, it's going to fall into
Okay.
the water.
Well, it's still above the ship.
Oh, it's going to fall.
Yep. It is prone on the ship, still grappling Zeb, who now is being suffocated under its feathers.
And
Nah, it's just like Gimli with the wargs on top. I'm good.
takes 16 and 11 damage. 16 and 11, so 27.
Okay, excellent.
Poison
This-
damage.
This thing is looking pretty hurt. It is looking pretty dang hurt. Anything else on your turn, Scorn?
That's it.
Okay. Anwu. You feel the jolt as this thing lands, and what are you doing?
Yes. Kind of bouncing between two options. Y'all, I yell through my horn again. I say, do you guys think you can you can take this guy, finish him off?
Zeb
What's
is
that?
trapped under it. We have to get it off the ship.
Oh. Off the ship? All right. I guess I'm gonna cast Thunderwave on.
No, do not cast Thunderwave. Do not cast Thunderwave.
Don't cast. It would get him. Maybe
I don't think. Did you say it out loud that you were going to cast Thunderwave?
Yeah, I was like, I could cast Thunderwave if the
Okay.
if it's to get him off the ship. That's what I can do.
I don't think that would affect anything.
All right. Well then.
However, at this point, it has been a little over 6 seconds, so that round is over. You got to make your decision.
No Thunderwave, invisibility on the ship.
Okay.
Now, Josh.
Yeah.
What's that? Invisibility
All
set.
right.
Anything that the armor is carrying turns invisible as well.
Would that be the bird, technically?
That would be the bird also.
Everything just
we
went
can
invisible.
absolutely argue this one, but the
You
bird
just hear
would also
screaming.
be invisible.
You hear a lot of cursing in Goliath. That's what you hear.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say
I cast invisibility. However, it is deciphered.
I'm gonna say the objects that it is carrying are all invisible. The people or creatures that it is carrying are not.
Okay.
Fair enough.
However, anything below deck would be.
That'd have
Alright.
been hilarious.
The three ships are now invisible ships.
Is invisibility concentration?
I believe so.
Is mirror image concentration?
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair point. Mirror image is not concentration.
Okay, excellent. All right, that's what I need to know. Daisy. Actually, well, yeah, the ship is. I mean, they're trying to do the thing, but it won't get out in front of them. Daisy, what are you doing?
Okay. There is no way I can get this bird off of Zug.
I'm good.
No, you're not. You're suffocating under there. Anaka, a little help here?
Where did the ship go?
All right, Daisy, go ahead and
Okay.
make your decision.
Daisy is going to. You know what? She's just gonna start freaking stabbing it.
Ooh.
Yeah, she has 2 daggers that she keeps inside sheaths on her thighs, and she's just gonna go at it, and she has 2 attacks.
Okay. Oh, subclass. I was like, when did
Oh,
bards
why
get
did I
2
roll
attacks?
attack? Why did I roll to that? Yep, subclasses, baby. Why did I roll damage before I rolled attacks? You know me, I'm so smart. That's strength, right? Yeah, they're just melee attacks.
Yeah. Just, I mean, unless if you have like a rapier or something that has the finesse property, then you could use dexterity, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's a 22 and a 21.
Boom.
Okay, 22s and 21s hit.
And then I already rolled damage because I'm so smart. That's a 6 and a 7.
Okay, excellent. All right. It's close, guys. It's close as the wounds opened up by the sword begin bleeding. There is a green ooze mixed into this blood where it has sustained a healthy bit of poison damage.
I just want it to get off the damn ship. And she kicks it, not trying to create any damage, just to get it off. It needs to go. If we kill it right now, then it's not going anywhere.
Okay. Then
Go on, get.
it will get. It snaps at you, Daisy, with its beak, which will be a 13 plus 13 for a total of 26 to hit.
Don't insult me, Josh.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, hey,
that
you got to play that game with me, young man.
4d8 plus 9. 38 piercing as this
Yep.
beak lashes out at you.
That hits, all right.
And then it will get. It takes its 120-foot fly speed, flies straight up in the air, and drops Zeb.
Ani!
On Yanwu, you can go ahead and make a perception check again if you still have spell slots to cast Featherfall.
Let's see. Yes, I do. That's just first level. I got that.
Okay.
Perception check?
Mhm. Yeah.
I still don't have advantage on this. That's rough. Not bad. That's a 15.
Okay, a 15. Zeb, you begin to fall very slow. As you do, you leave the melee range of this bird, and it reacts with an 18 plus 13 to hit on its talon attack.
Whichever god is out there trying to get at me, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to do better.
Will be 25 damage, and you are grappled again, meaning that the feather fall
How much damage was
will
that?
be 25,
25, okay.
I think.
Cool.
A 16 plus 9.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, how long does Featherfall last? What's the duration on it?
Let me peep that. Featherball.
This has been
Last
an up,
minute.
A minute. Okay.
This has been
All
an
right,
up and down
excellent.
experience for me, I'll tell you that much.
It has. Okay. Man. All right. Then Chain. Would it be safe to assume that you are all readying attacks? Or...
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
as long as it's back in range, Chain will square their bow at the rock again.
All right. Is Inaka also readying an attack?
At the moment, as a matter of fact, no. Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. I totally blanked out for that just now. Is Zeb still falling?
No.
No?
Zeb
Okay, good.
was falling. He was falling too slow, and the thing caught on and attacked it.
Mm.
So I am
Wait, it
re-scooped.
caught him again? He's grappled again?
He is grappled again.
Okay. Well, if I'm still enlarged, because the enlarged spell runs for a minute, which is 10 rounds, right?
Yep.
She'll be trying to leap back and grab onto the feet, specifically the one that has Zeb.
Hey, Josh, I would
It
like
is.
to,
It is 120 feet up in the air.
I would like to draw your attention to a comment that is trying to contest the actions of this rock.
I love the public chat, but it is gonna cause us so much trouble. I mean,
Yes!
actually, Josh,
That's fine, except for I said it, and we are already past it. So that is how it is for now.
Fair
So,
enough, man.
I do appreciate you in the chat. Thank you, and I will look at that later. But as for right now, I've made my ruling.
yeah,
Inaka.
Josh said we are not going back. We ain't not doing that. That's so funny.
So Chain squares their short bow and has it. This says it has a max range of 320. Is that right?
What has a max range of 320?
Chain's short bow.
If it's what it says.
It says 80/320 on range.
Oh, yeah, that would be the. It would be at disadvantage at that range, but it is. They are able to fire at that range.
Okay. First roll was a 16. The second roll is a 17.
Okay, both of those would hit. So
No, you said it was at disadvantage, so I was rolling that with it.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying either of those would hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then that is 7 points of damage. And they will bonus action hide again, because that's a big bird.
How much damage was that?
7 points. It's just a beep. It's getting its tetanus shot.
Okay. All right. Which brings us to Zeb. Zeb, what are you doing, buddy?
Getting picked on, and I don't
Well-
know what for.
The gods thought your armor class was too high, so they threw something at you that could account for it.
I was like, it's funny because I mean, like for for RP reasons, I was taken out last session, and on this one, I'm just getting tossed around by a chicken.
Get wrecked.
Let's see. I mean, there's honestly not much I can do. I am simply gonna say I will not try to break my grapple from this thing this time. I am just going to essentially, if it has me in its talons, I am just going to basically, almost in a gentle way, sort of relax my tensed muscles and just hold on to it. And I'll just say, I am yours, Amara. Please, let us all get out of this unscathed. And that's all I will do. And I will just use all of my attention to sort of pray and focus towards my goddess.
Okay. Scorn?
Is it still way up in the sky?
It is.
How far is Chain from me?
Kelsey, how far is Chain?
Hang on.
Are they up on
Where
the
are you?
mast?
Chain would be up on the mast, yes.
Okay. So actually relatively close.
Okay.
Not within touch, but
12 feet.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. All right, so for my action, I'm going to teleport bomb to him
okay.
or them, and then bonus action, I am going to create poison on 3 of his arrows or their arrows.
Oh boy. Okay. Excellent.
Hold on, Chain. This is gonna get gross. And he's just gonna like pull his fingers apart, and just like this glowy ichor just forms in the air, and I'm making Wyvern's poison. I'm using 6 of my Regency to make this.
Wow.
It's the strongest poison I can currently make.
They say, have a go. All right. And they immediately knock an arrow. Sorry, I hope that was okay. I just okay. Then Onwu, is there anything you are doing?
Yeah. How close is the rock to the ship?
120 feet.
120 feet. Perfect. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. You see these lights start to float away from the armor and just start to swirl around the bird. And I cast Hypnotic Pattern. That is a Wisdom saving throw. DC 18? Yeah.
Roll the 13.
Boom. They are charmed, and they also have a speed of 0.
Okay.
What that means for the flying or whatever of this bird, that's up to you. Their speed is reduced to 0.
Yeah. Not only that, they are incapacitated.
So it's falling like a rock?
It fortunately is not, I don't believe, because it can still, it would still be kind of in place. But if it fell prone, it would be falling like a rock. Okay. Excellent. Daisy, are you doing anything this round?
Okay. I had an idea, and then, like, 4 seconds later, I lost it, because that's how my brain works. Yes. Okay. Daisy's figurine of wondrous power is still active, and she is going to command it. She's going to command it to scratch the bird's eyes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack with the Raven stat block.
Let me find that. What is the Raven stat block?
You're good. Let me find it here for you. Raven 5e. A Raven has a. Oh, it actually only has a fly speed of 50. It can dash and get almost up to it.
Gotcha. Okay, then that's all it's really going to be able to do. And commanding the creature is an action or a bonus action?
It should say there on the magic item thing.
Up here.
Action.
Yes. I have to use an action to speak the command, so I am going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Awesome. And I can only cast that at first level, I believe, if I'm using it as a bonus action. Which is fine, because I still rolled a 12.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right, excellent. Okay, awesome. Then it's just going to drop Zeb, and this time it is not going to take a reaction because it can't as an incapacitated creature. Meaning that Zeb, you float to the bottom.
I will just, arms open, just sort of smiling up.
Yep, that's Amara. That's Amara's
Which is,
power.
I was about to say, which is a fantastic answer to last round. How long is it incapacitated, Anwu?
I think up to a minute.
Okay.
It
All right,
ends.
so what are you all doing in this minute?
It ends if anyone does damage to it.
Right. So, what are you all doing in this minute? Are you attempting to flee? Are you attempting to ready attack to hit it when it comes down?
I yell into the horn. I say, "Hide, everyone! Get invisible! Get below decks! You'll be invisible! Hide!"
Wait, does Featherfall break the concentration of your invisibility spell?
I was about to say, is Featherfall
It's
concentration?
Is it? I don't think it is.
Oh.
Son of a bee sting.
I want you to know that I appreciate you.
Featherfall. Hey.
Okay, the ship is not invisible. What are you all doing? You have 1 minute to get it, before it is not incapacitated.
Is that fully,
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I got concentration on you, Zeb, so soak it on up.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
Daisy couldn't cast invisibility on the whole ship, could she? No.
Wait. I have infusions for this. Hold on.
No, I can only cast invisibility on a creature. Okay.
How tough does this thing look?
Wait. Does the ship now count as a creature? Because Zeb is wearing it.
I think if you cast invisibility on Anwu, I could allow for the ship to all, because he is wearing the ship. Anything you are wearing.
Real quick, I have an infusion that lets me maintain concentration if I would have failed concentration.
It's not a failed concentration check, unfortunately. It would be you're maintaining concentration on a different spell, dropping your burst.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
But how does the rock look?
He looks good.
The rock is, I mean,
He's buff.
like tattoos, bald head. I think he's pretty hot.
He's good, dude.
But no. He is legitimately, the rock is on its last legs.
And how high is it up right now?
120 feet.
Ooh. You know, I'll let the others decide. Is it to live and let live, or what do you guys want to do?
Looks like dinner to me.
Chicken, good.
All right, cool. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, I got to hit first. Damn. Oh, no, that's a 19. Yeah, I rolled a 13. Plus 6.
Wait. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I
just
I just went back through and looked because I thought on Yanwu, I thought you were checking when all that went down.
Yeah, I just typed in the chat. Yeah, I think I was looking at something else.
It lasts a minute. You don't have to concentrate for a minute.
Yeah, no. Then it would. Yeah, you can get under the deck without that's all good.
A million concentration spells.
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we just packing up and going, or am I hitting this with the Guiding Bolt?
Chicken, good.
End it, bro. End it. You already loaded it up, bro. End it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
What's that to hit?
Well, it was a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits? Yep. What's that damage?
It's gonna be 6d6.
That sounds like it's gonna be good damage.
Essentially. Come on. Ooh, that's 3 6s.
Whoo!
Dang.
Okay. So that's.
Am I the only one that can't see the ship on the stream anymore?
No, you're not.
Okay.
I can still see the shit.
It's gone. We're out of combat. It's dead.
Oh.
30.
I don't know.
30 points of radiant damage again as I take my shield, line up the arc of radiant energy, and just sling it to its peak as far as it can go with 120 feet. And
okay. Okay. All right. And I will say, with that, how does it go? How does it end?
I imagine that I had come down onto this invisible ship first off, to where I'm just floating. I sort of get down to one knee and I go, "Thank you, Amara," and I just get up and I say, "By your grace," and just whoosh, radiant energy.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Oh.
I killed Josh! No!
No!
What have I done?
No!
Hey, he's back.
We can't hear you.
And he's muted.
No,
There
I'm
you
not muted.
Okay.
There you are.
There you go.
I wasn't muted. I had to mute myself and then unmute myself. Apologies, guys. Technical issues.
Lame.
Apparently, my computer is slower than I thought it was, and so running all of that at once that I had up was doing some things to it. Had to reload the page. All right, I'm sorry. I missed that description. But I will rewatch it. I'm sure it was fantastic. I don't want to have you repeat it.
It was.
But that said, you are now out of combat. As you And I will say, after that, the last few days go by rather swimmingly. Does anybody want to, as the rock falls into the water next to you,
Catch it.
Does anybody
Yes,
want to
we
try
are cooking
something
it.
off of
Yes,
that
we
rock?
are. We are cooking
Yeah,
it.
get it.
And Ogden dives in and wraps a rope around the feet and then just jerk.
Absolutely.
Daisy's gonna grab a couple of handfuls of feathers, just yank some feathers out and keep those.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So we will say that
I'd like a
anything that
talon.
you guys, yeah, you can get talons, feathers, and any amount of meat that you want from this
Now,
rock.
was this a male or female, Boyd?
Well,
This was a female.
Oh, good. When we cut it open, I want to see if there's almost some ready-to-lay eggs inside of it.
what's wrong with you, bro?
Give
You're not talking
me
about dressing it. She'll help.
a nature check.
That I could do.
Technically, that's
Absolutely.
survival stuff right there. I ain't.
21.
Anyway.
That's fair. What would the survival be on that? Same
Survival?
roll, but different bonus.
Anyway,
Oh,
what you eating down there?
it's only 18 now.
You would still be able to, you would see that it does have one egg. That egg is the size of you, but
Even better.
okay. All right. The next couple days go by without any issue. You navigate back into port, and as you land, as you come into port and begin to, I guess when you leave the ship, you almost within the hour come up on Seraphine Valhart, who greets you. Okay, good, you're back. There's two things we need to discuss. The one, and we can do that at your leisure within the first, today or tomorrow. Really, it should be. I said at your leisure. It's not really at your leisure. These things are pressing. The second, there was somebody looking for you. Somebody in the mooring. We've got word that there's some upstart calls himself the Dragon of the Sea or something weird like that. The Dragon of
It's Feroxus, right?
gods if I know. I don't know.
Well, you should. He's a good man. Well, anyway.
That's his.
Dragon of Nelter. Dragon of Nelter. That's what he calls himself. Yeah. So if he's a good guy, whatever, go ahead and talk to him. If not, go ahead and deal with him however you wish, because according to us, he is an outlaw. So,
aren't we all? I didn't say that. Onwu didn't say that.
that said, the other thing, you know the place to meet. I'll be there. Today, tomorrow, please come and join me, because there have been some major developments.
I will join you all again in a little while. I'm going to help them. And she points to the two Goliaths and makes to follow up with them.
Can we get protection and like room and board for these 5 individuals? By the way.
Oh gods, you brought more. Okay.
Your answer better be yes.
No, absolutely. If you recall, the first mission that I met you on was one of the rescuing ilk. I just need to... okay, I need to figure some things out.
They have a lot more information than you might think. It's not just a rescue mission here.
Well, I'm glad even if it were, I'd be okay with it. I just have to figure some things out. That's all.
Fair
These
enough.
things are very delicate.
What?
Get to
what
doing
kind
what
of
you do.
things? What kind of things?
Figuring out where to keep them, how to keep them, where they need to go, and how to get them there. Rations, supplies. I'll need to talk to Thalrex, of course, as treasurer, and see what funds we can allocate to this. It wasn't planned, so
I grow tired of all
might
you
be limited.
politicians just talking. Here's 200 gold. Just make it happen, okay? And Zeb will start like getting things.
yeah.
Just shove the
And
person.
just so we're clear, like above board, she would be doing everything she can. Politicians talking, but those would be funds that would not have been accounted for. So
Zeb has his feelings. Basically,
Absolutely.
without saying
Absolutely.
shut up. Here's take this money and go.
Yep, absolutely. She's okay. All right. Then are you all coming with me? And she kind of looks at Inaka. Are you? I mean, I don't want to.
I will take care of these two. Don't worry about that. I will meet you all again later. And she puts like a hand on the male Goliath's shoulder, turns him and starts pushing like, and we're walking.
Okay. Then the rest of you, where are you going? Seraphine will begin taking the other three, figuring out what to do with them with this 200 gold. Inaka walking away with the two who could be very important people. And what are you all doing?
I follow Seraphine.
Okay.
Daisy does too.
Stay with Zeb.
I would unload the ship, help out the crew and everything. Thank them for all that they did for us during this entire time. I know it was a little bit hectic. Basically, I'd give them. I know it probably wouldn't amount to much, but I'd say thanks for letting the lion also do what he did. Hopefully, it's all good and all that. Either way, y'all take care. Have a good one. Scorn, I'm in the mood for some meal. I'm hungry.
Want eggs?
Yes.
Not this one, but okay.
Okay. All right. So,
did we ever figure out if that egg is fertilized?
Haven't
Scorn's
gotten
just
there
got
yet.
like a big light and just,
those of you who are going with Seraphine, we will resolve that first. As you all get back to the hidden room in the Siren's Call, I do not remember at this point. She turns to you and says, "So what I tell you goes to the others, right? I don't want to have to explain, 7 times. I can wait, or I can just go over this now."
Let's hear it.
We probably went to the same bar. I mean, we're not in the back with them, but like we're definitely out
Yeah.
eating.
The only person that really has separated is Inaka taking the two Goliaths. Okay.
Ah,
All right. So, as I said, the tail is dead. Here's where it gets interesting. The the cause of death was if our alchemists are to be trusted, and they're quite reliable. Not to say anything about your own, but ours are relatively reliable. If yours would like to double check us, that would be very well. But if our alchemists are correct, there is a puncture wound where we believe the tail was stabbed, and there is
Where?
residue in the back.
Naturally.
And there is residue of a particular poison that is found only in the Thornvale, which is interesting to say the least. That's pretty far into Siluria.
Yeah.
Other than that, there was a button found on the scene that looks like it had rolled up under some rubbish in the alley. That bears a pretty particular family crest. Yeah, that would be
Spit it
would be a
out.
raven. It's a raven on a branch of thorns, the Thornvale family crest, which complicates things to say the least.
Would that make sense for anyone to do a history check on?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do a history check. Anybody who would like to, who is there?
It's just me and Anyan were there.
Oh, yeah, I'm not there.
I mean, either way, Scorn, go ahead and make a history check for whenever, you guys get together, and just keep that total in mind for me.
I'm gonna honor that physical roll. It was a nat 1.
Yeah, I got that too.
Oh my god.
Totaling up to 5.
Hey, we really used all our good rolls earlier.
Hey man, I'm happy with those rolls.
Scorn, what was the your total? Just
19.
okay. What exactly would you be wanting to know?
If what we know about that family name, like what kind of organization they're attached to. I don't know, like, if any of us, background-wise, would actually know anything in particular, but I'm just wondering if, like, we've heard something through the grapevine, what to watch out for.
Yeah, I think what you would know with a 19 is, and you can, say this later or whatever, you would know that the Thornvale family gets their name from the Thornvale, or the Thorn Valley, where they live, and back in the day, during the war, the 10 Siege War, they had quite the reputation as makers of poison. Specifically from the thorns that in the Vale where they lived. Anwu and Daisy, you unfortunately do not know that.
Yeah, we don't know shit. Okay, so this Thornvale
But
family.
she does say that
I
it
don't-
complicates things.
Okay, I don't know anything about the Thornvale family, so you may want to fill me in a little bit more on that.
They are an elven noble family. They've lived in the Thornvale for a long time. We'll just say. And honestly, we were hoping that we might count them as allies, as they hadn't really taken any sides in any conflict thus far. Unfortunately, this might mean that they have absolutely taken a side on this conflict. So, take that for what it's worth, what you will,
Okay.
what have you.
Gotcha.
And never mind. Gotcha. So what we know, he was stabbed in the back by a knife most likely poisoned by the Thornvale family. Who exactly is in the Thornvale family? They have sons, daughters, cousins.
I mean, it's a noble family. There are sons, daughters, and cousins. Maybe narrow
Do we
things
have
down a
any
little.
idea who was the most likely?
No, they for the most part operate or live in well within Silurian territory. I don't. I wasn't even entirely aware that any of them had been seen in Gerthan, but I have recently, upon investigating, been told that there are a few living in a country home of sorts in Gerthan at the moment. So, any of them, I suppose. Or it could be a servant they've hired. It's not uncommon for noble servants to have buttons or what are the things that link your cuff? Oh, yeah, cufflinks. That bear the family crest to show
Okay.
whose
Wait,
they are.
Allegiance. So
are the Thornvale people, are they native to Girthan or Siluria, or both?
Well, Gerthan's kind of in no man's land. Siluria is loosely gotten a name, but even it isn't all that organized. They like to think of themselves as a nation, but they're more of a loose collection of city-states. So the Thornvale would be within Silurian territory. Yeah, that's kind of where they're from.
happen to have any kind of sample of this poison?
Well, as I said, the this is secondhand information. I am hearing from Gerthan, the maybe capital when all this goes down. Golly, I wish I knew more. Unfortunately, I don't. Fortunately, there is an emergency meeting that has been called, which is why I'm glad you chose to come here. So, there is an emergency meeting in Gerthan. The whole council is to be there in light of what has transpired to discuss. I think you all should also be present.
I agree. That sounds like a great idea. When and where?
In Gerthan, in 3 days' time.
Gerthan is not a very small place.
It is also not a very close place, so I was going to call in a favor from one of Gideon's contacts, a mage here in the city that just so happens, by his request, to have a teleportation circle to the capital.
Fancy. And
Well,
that will include my entire party.
Yeah, it'll be all of us. It'll be you
Okay.
guys, the strong one, the short one, the tall one, and me.
He really doesn't like being called short.
Well, he's not here, so
Hmm.
Surface thoughts.
Look, sometimes he just
and
knows
as
that makes
that
no
happens,
sense. Oh.
as that happens, let's pan over to Inaka.
She's walking a little ways ahead of the two, and while she's busy putting coins from her bag into a separate bag. She's just counting one out after the other, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, she can actually count. She tested each and every one of you to see if anybody was going to lie to her about how much money we made on anything, but no one's proven her wrong yet, and no one rolled an insight check. So she's counting the money out. Listen, I don't know of what else there is to say right now. It is still very strange for me, but I don't know. She just sits there and thinks about it again for a minute, holds the bag out. And she just has this bag in her hand, just holding it out in front of them, turns around and makes to hand it to them.
What is this?
This is around 600 gold. It should get you situated wherever you need to go. If you need a place to live, if you need some money for a time until you can start making your own. If you make it close to town, or at least leave word of where you're going, I will find you again.
I don't understand. What do you... Why are you doing this?
You said your daughter would be about 30, did you not?
Yes, but certainly that...
I am.
We lost her...
Up on the mountain, did you not?
Yes. And...
That is where I woke.
Tell us more. Tell us more, please.
That is where I woke. I sat under a bush waiting for the two of you to come back for 2 days. Eventually, I realized you weren't coming back, so I stumbled my way to a monastery, and they raised me.
The man who you now have learned is called Idris, begins to stumble and is steadied by the hand of Astrid. I'm so sorry.
I do not blame either of you for anything. I just want to see you safe. I will send money as I can. I will come back as often as I can. I promise you, I won't lose you again.
And in these moments, you just get these flashes back to those moments. You see the reverse of what was originally described. You see a mother being pulled away from you, a mother who held you. You feel her arms, and then there is nothing. It is cold. And then you feel the hardness, the jagged edges of rocks on your back. You hear your own screams, as well as those of your mother and your father. You see distance, and you feel something inside you, something waking up. You reach for the hands behind you, holding you. You feel strength, and then everything goes dark until you wake up. Bodies of elf and human and Goliath, all wasted around you. The lucky ones. You wait, and you wait, and you wait, and there's nothing. You see the pain in your parents' eyes as they come to realize that they were not able to save you. And they knew this, but they had come to accept that you probably had died. Knowing that you had been alive and alone for so long wrecks them. They are speechless. Tears begin to stream down their face. Go ahead.
The same begins to stream down Inaka's face as she wraps one arm around each of them. Mama, Papa. And just holds them. I will never lose you again, I promise.
Do we even deserve those names? Do we deserve these arms around us?
You make it sound as though you chose any of this. Come now, and she'll one hand on right resting on either of their necks. Damn it, Josh. I will be back. I will see you again. We will have many more stories than just this one. Yes, we will make more memories.
Idris just nods and lowers his gaze, and Astrid reaches to touch your face. She rubs her thumb just under your eyes, wiping away tears. We will be here. Her hand shaking, just barely touching your cheek. We will wait. And we know you will return.
I promise. I must go find my comrades. I have a very long conversation ahead of me.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
That was perfect.
Wow. Wow. And we're gonna get off of here and do our aftercare. I think I think we all may need it after these emotions. Thank you guys all who joined in with us tonight. Thank you for watching, for being in the chat, and for calling out my bad rulings. Truly, it means a lot to us that you're joining us on this amazing thing that we're doing. So we're gonna go till next time, guys. Keep looking for legends.